So, this is the first episode of the Must Watch podcast, in parentheses, Ultimate. Um, so we stole this idea from another channel that I forgot the name of.
Wooly versus or
Yeah,
Wolves
we'll
versus.
we'll link them in the description. And if this is on
They're a small
Spotify,
channel.
yeah, they're a small channel, but I'll link it in the description anyways. And if this is on Spotify, I'm not linking it in the description. So, the general idea of the podcast is each month we record a video and we recommend a piece of media that we have to watch or like read or
We die.
listen to. Yeah. And when the next month comes around, we make a video where we talk about it and make another recommendation for the other people. For the first month, we're going to be suggesting something to both people. But typically it's going to work in like a sort of Secret Santa fashion where it's like I get someone, they get the other person, and then that person gets the other person. You all recommend something different. But this month, it's just going to be each person suggests the other two people something.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, I get that. Before
Don't-
we get to
that was not. Yeah, I get that, brother.
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Before we get into recommendations, let's discuss our taste in media. How about that?
Oh yeah, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
I usually like to watch it. Or read it.
I enjoy
I
consuming
consume
media.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah,
Trying to get
amen
my
to
3
that,
cents
brother.
in. Just,
Yeah.
hell yeah, brother.
It's my character in the podcast.
How about I get into me? I like video games. I like anime.
I
I
Wait,
prefer
can we suggest like AAA video game? You have to buy this $70 video.
I was talking to Void about that when you were AFK, I think. I was thinking of like setting a budget. I wouldn't mind like putting under $20 into a game each month.
If you subscribe to our Patreon down
yeah,
below,
we could get a higher budget
if
for
you-
each person.
You vote. If you suggest me a video game, you can buy me the video game.
I would
play
accept it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I typically like character-driven stories, and also stories about main characters' descents into madness as well. I like that.
Crazy,
And,
crazy. Did I say
yeah.
that? I mean, wait. Shoot. Our sponsor.
worry.
Bleep that.
Don't worry.
Bleep that.
Don't worry, we're 3 minutes in. Nobody cares. At this point.
Everyone's falling asleep by now.
Yeah.
All right. My turn. I'm Kyers.
Hi, Kyers.
Are you an alcoholic?
I've been reading manga for a few years now. I also like watching TV shows sometimes, but I'm not very good at it because I get bored. But I like anime, I like manga, and I read occasionally. Currently, I'm reading American Street by Idris Elboy.
Well,
Yeah.
if
Thank
you
you.
mentioning something you just read, I just finished the Halloween franchise, which was all right. Most of the movies sucked. Well, a lot of them weren't great, but like there was a couple that was good.
I'm not done with American Street. I'm only like halfway through, and I'm forced to read it for a class project. All right, Fraser, go ahead.
Yeah, he didn't have a
Hi,
choice.
my name is Fraser.
Hi, Fraser.
Thank you. And I like watching shows, so many shows. I like reading comic books. Not that many comic books, but like I do like comic books. And I like grounded stories, like I like give me something like some Daredevil street crime over like Thor fighting in space. Yeah. And yeah, but no, like Void said, character driven stuff is usually my favorite. And I'm currently watching Breaking Bad. I'm on season 5.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. Another thing I realized is that I should probably like cut my audio into like 2 different things, like on OBS, because my dogs are barking in the background, and I could
Good
probably
thing I'm
like,
recording.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad you're recording. I could splice them together, maybe.
Yeah, I don't have dogs that bark. I have cats that meow, but
Yeah.
they're not that loud.
But
I
I
have
I listed
people
those.
in the basement.
Wait.
What?
What?
Let me
Anyway,
cut that part out.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
Freudian slip.
yeah,
I,
Freudian slip.
I mean, even if
You
like,
say one thing, but mean your mother.
even if I didn't list
You
it,
have your mother walked
Go- we're getting off topic, guys.
I'm so sorry.
All right, so even if I didn't list something, I'm down to watch anything. I'm a pretty open person. We could suggest anything from like TV shows to YouTube videos, video essays, movie trilogies, manga, comic books, and possibly even like music albums or playlists or something. Yeah, that'd be pretty neat. I'd listen to music.
Yeah, I'll listen to music. I
I'd
guess.
suggest music, but I feel like a month is a really long time. We might switch this to 2 weeks. Who knows?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Who
If the
knows?
people demand it.
If the people want it so badly, I
Yeah.
guess we could do it.
Yeah, we could do it bi-weekly.
I work a full-time job.
I go to school still.
I'm unemployed.
High unemployed.
Uh,
But yeah, the order might change every month. What else do we have written down?
oh yeah, we could also do special episodes where we all focus on one piece of media.
Yeah.
One Piece?
No.
That'll take too long.
Yeah, we could even, I mean, heck, even the viewers can suggest something that we could all take on for a month,
Yeah.
as long as we
All
like limit it.
3287 of you.
Did I not write it down where we like limit it? Oh no, I did. There's limits to like how much you could suggest. Like we can't suggest the entire 4 seasons of a superhero show or the entirety of One Piece. We're gonna be limiting it to like a few chapters, an arc, a season. I don't know. We have a month to do it.
1 to 2 seasons, yeah.
Yeah, like within reason. We're gonna go off like an honor system. It's gonna be up to like your judgment on like how much we should suggest the other person to read. You also don't have to be limited to like that amount. Like if you like it, you can watch even more. It's
Yeah,
yeah. All right.
but that's extra credit.
Yeah, it's extra credit. It's just more time on your segment where you get to talk about it at the end of the month. All right. Should we get into our suggestions?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
My suggestion, or maybe I shouldn't go first. This is kind of your two guys.
All right. Do you want to rethink what you've been thinking about since yesterday?
No, I know my suggestion. I don't know the blueprint.
Fine, I'll go first as the YouTuber dude.
All right, I'll go first. So this
All
month,
right.
you two are gonna be reading a series that I like a lot. It's called "Go with the Clouds
Just-
North by Northwest." That's the English version. It's it's a bit niche. Not a lot of people have heard about it, but I like it a lot. It's a series that takes place in Iceland. The main character is a detective, and yeah,
Ooh, detective.
it's pretty good. He's a detective who speaks with cars.
That sounds awesome.
I'll link you the series in a moment once we're all done.
Yeah, okay. Okay, on to me. I'm going to suggest to you to a very, very infamous show. I want you to watch the first 2 seasons of Lost. A show.
I knew it.
The
God
first
damn
2
it.
seasons.
Okay, first season, if you can get to it.
How
If you-
how long? How long is the season?
Well, I mean, they get shorter as the series goes on, but the first 2 seasons have 20 episodes.
You want me to
So technically, if you watch both seasons, you watch 40 episodes, pretty much. I want you to have a good idea about the show. But it's about a plane crash with a bunch of people that land on this mysterious island, and everyone's like, "What's going on?" There's a doctor as the main character. He's got to figure out like what the hell is going on, and a bunch of mysteries happen. It's interesting to find out about the characters. There's a lot of good characters. It's a good ensemble cast. I feel like it's a very good ensemble cast type story.
I googled it. It's not 20 episodes. It's 25 episodes. We're gonna be
25. Yeah,
It's
I know.
even more so. We're gonna be watching an episode per day for the entire
Yeah.
month. I'll start tomorrow or later today. Who knows?
Okay.
I'm starting to rethink my.
I never said how many chapters you guys got to read. Currently, there are 41 out. I'm just gonna
I can read
say,
all of them.
yeah, it's not much, but I'll limit Frasier for Frasier's sake up to like 25, or a good stopping point. I don't know. You know, it's up to how many you want to watch or read. Okay, Void, Frasier.
Yeah.
I trust you'll read all 41, Void, but Frasier, you got this.
Wait, there's 41 chapters in the manga.
Yeah, they're
By the
not
way, I've
crazy
never
long.
read a manga before.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
he's an American boy.
My profile picture, Lily's wearing a cowboy hat.
All
All right, so it's turn, I guess.
Yeah, it's
All
your
right.
turn.
I'm gonna be a bit more merciful.
Oh, thank God.
Because of the theme, give Kairos more time to watch Lost. This is a special comic, mini series, 8 issues long, and it has the theme of Women's History Month. Got to keep it in theme.
Hell yeah, brother.
And
No, nice. Okay.
yeah, we love women. We love women.
Yeah.
It's going to be relevant in like a few years.
What?
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Oh, by Tom King.
Oh God, I don't know.
Come on, no more.
All right,
But I do know that it is my favorite mini series comic. It's my favorite comic that isn't like a full series. It's only 8 issues long, and
Okay.
I really like it. And it's Women's History Month, so and Women of Tomorrow.
Women of Tomorrow. Also, it's serving as the basis for James Gunn's Supergirl movie.
Yeah, that's why I says to be relevant because they're making a movie out of it soon.
Yeah.
And then well, Kyra, you only have to read the comic. Void, you also have to watch the first season of the Supergirl show. All 20 episodes.
Oh God.
A little bit of a small tangent. I should set like my mute button on Discord to like be the same as OBS, because I muted myself on here and then I muted myself in Discord because my dog was barking, and then when I unmuted myself in Discord I forgot to unmute myself in OBS. We'll get better at this over time. It's the first month. Go be lenient on us.
Yeah.
Our
We have no
adoring fans
visuals.
of 10 people, 3 people.
Us.
Hi Pandora.
Hi, Ma.
If you're gonna say her name, unless you cut it out, you have to link her photography.
You know what? Sure. It's Women's History Month.
Top of the description. Every week we have a woman we know at the top of the description.
All of us have to sing just a woman. The link in the.
What if you can't name any women?
I personally recommend Rosa Parks.
Damn it, that's the first person I thought of too. I
Not gonna lie, that was who I thought you. I knew you were gonna say that.
So we're all in agreement.
All right.
We're all in agreement. Thank you, Rosa Parks.
Thank you, Rosa Parks. All right. 25 episodes.
As 3 white men.
Thank you so much.
It's by Tom King, though, right? Can you Google to see if
I
that's the right
own
one?
it. Let me just.
Yeah.
Let me get out of my bed.
Yeah, Tom King. Oh,
Oh, my priceless Supergirl woman of tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
We have our series.
Yeah, we have our.
We
things.
have the channel announcement on Void Lego's channel, right? Community announcement.
Well, yeah, sure.
You can just steal what I wrote down.
Channel?
I think this is going on my channel. We haven't even decided. I
Yeah, it'll
mentioned
go on your
yesterday.
channel.
It's going on Void's channel too.
No, it's going on your channel.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That gives, yeah. It's
It'll be
only once a
much
month.
easier
This is so much easier. Phew.
And less editing, no visuals.
March.
Yeah, this is the
31st.
intro. Yeah, right. Today is March 2nd, 2024.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
Like next time we convene, we record the second half of this episode and the first half of the next episode.
Yeah,
Sure.
that works.
Or no, we include the suggestions for next month in next month's one so the people know what we're doing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. March 31st. We're gonna talk about
Yeah,
our
we're
next
gonna talk
suggestions
about-
that they know what we're doing over the month, and then
Yeah.
when we upload that video, they have a chance to suggest stuff for like what we're doing.
Yeah, basically, this is the intro to the first episode. This
Yeah.
is what it is.
This is
Alright.
the intro. Even though we by the time this comes out, we've already watched and read the series. So
Pumping
we
this
all meet
out.
back March 31st, and then we record again. I'm not gonna see you guys for another 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to any of you.
All right, there we have it. And
Alright.
and then I'm gonna put a sick transition here, like the and then it's gonna go to us reviewing.
All right, end.
And so it's been a month. Hopefully the audio is the same for me as it was a month ago, but we've watched each other's series. Hopefully Fraser read enough of my series to talk about it. Seems unlikely, but he'll join
I
us in
read
a few
all of it.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched all of Lost Season 1. I don't think Fraser had enough time to watch the full thing, but he watched at least half.
Like
Um,
13 episodes.
Yeah. God, that's gonna be difficult to talk about without spoiling it, but
Yeah.
you know, I don't care. Oh,
Oh,
speaking
okay.
of don't caring about Fraser, hello Fraser.
Hello, Fraser.
Should we read you the intro?
What's going on, guys? What are you guys talking about?
Oh,
it's
nothing.
the Must Watch podcast.
What do you? Sorry, guys. I'm feeling a little lost.
All right,
Oh, great, that's
jump
the worst.
cut from a month ago to now. Hopefully the
Discord
audio
has
issues.
loot boxes.
That's unrelated. We're recording now.
Gotta spin the booth!
All right, so jump
Wait a
cut.
second.
God.
I
Okay.
got drink given.
I love gambling.
Wait, no, third box. These are free, boys.
Uh,
I got a cute plushie.
I got a can of beer.
Dude, I keep pressing them and they just keep giving it. I think I got 9 of these total.
Okay, well, we have less than an hour to do this. We have 50 minutes, so let's get right into it.
All right.
So jump cut. It's been a month. We've watched each other's series. Fraser watched
Yeah.
half of Lost and probably not even a quarter of my series.
Whoa. I nearly a third. Okay.
Nearly a third.
How far did you end into Go with the Clouds?
I read 15 chapters.
Out of 40. Okay.
I watched 13 episodes of
Lost.
Boys, so
Okay. Well,
15 of
He,
years.
he completed one assignment, so you know.
I watched the
What do you
entirety of
mean?
Lost. season
I
one.
read more. I read more Go with the Clouds. You watched the entire season 1?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
I watched half of it like a few days ago. I reached the 13 episode marker over spring break, and then I just had a lot of free time, so I watched the rest.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I have a lot of notes on it, and I don't know if
Flight 815. That's right, boy.
Flight A15.
You did it! He completed the quiz.
Wait, let me check. Yeah, Flight 815. I wrote it down.
What is
Wow,
this
you did it.
tied into?
It was in. I remember it was Claire said it. Anyways, what do we start? How do we start?
Anyway,
we did kind of
well,
do the
let me-
intro already.
when we get into like Go into the Clouds, I finished it as well.
Okay, we're starting with that now.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, I feel a little.
I feel like
Okay.
we,
We're
should,
just
we should- Because you don't have a lot of time. Oh wait, no.
we should start with the shortest.
Supergirl.
Supergirl.
All
I
right.
think, I think if anything, we just have different perspectives. Like, and for both series, for you guys, you have the perspective of someone who finished the full season or the full series, and then you got
Void,
someone who's
Void and
still
I can
like
do that
halfway
on
through.
our own time, you know. So
Yeah, Supergirl. So woman. Wait, let me grab it. Let me go grab Supergirl.
I have it in
Don't
my
drop it.
my car right now outside.
Fall
It's
back.
in the back seat.
1 second.
Why is he doing this? He's not recording. He doesn't have a camera on.
He did
He's
this last. This is a callback. He's going to drop it again.
He's
That's
just
a running
gra-
joke.
just grabbing it.
Okay, I have it.
All right, so
Well,
you
anyways.
should go first.
All right.
Guys, what did you think?
I liked it. It was a slow start for me. I was like, I don't know if I really want to read this too much. You know, it's all right, but
I feel like the first issue was the weakest one. Honestly.
maybe yeah, slow start, but it gets
Okay,
good.
Supergirl says
It
the
gets-
F word.
Yeah, she does. But yeah, God, the art is great in the second.
Oh my God,
issue,
yeah,
especially the Phoenix section. You remember that?
I
That was
wrote-
so great.
I wrote it down twice that like the art is incredible. You know, it's
It is
fabulous.
absolutely like throughout the entire series. That's like the most like the best thing about it. Honestly, is the art.
yeah. The
Um,
story sucked, but the art was incredible.
The story is good as well, but the art is
No,
fantastic.
I love the visuals. Like the art is like,
Yeah.
it goes so hard. Like it's my like, I don't know, it might be my favorite.
The coloring made like every page look so beautiful, and it made me
Yeah,
take like
it's
more
really-
time to read it because I just stopped
It's
and admire
really,
the drawing.
it's really a comic that I really noticed the coloring.
Yeah.
It's so fantastic.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Kept going through each page, you know. It's...
I randomly bought it at a Barnes and Noble because they announced they're making a movie out of it, and so I saw it. And I was like, you know what? I'll get it. But yeah, I love the art. Like,
yeah. I'm so glad I got like the
flashbacks
physical
and
copy. I went to like my local library, which everyone should do very often, and I picked up a
Yeah.
physical copy, and like just the satisfaction of closing a physical copy of a book is something that I haven't done in a long time. It's just so nice, like getting to the last page, shutting it and setting it aside,
And burning
and burning it, so no
Yeah.
one else can read Supergirl.
What
Woman of
use?
Tomorrow.
no.
Yeah. But yeah, I can definitely see why this is a basis for a movie. The visuals are just
Yeah.
fantastic, honestly.
Okay.
But yeah, we have this story of a pretty much sci-fi western, pretty much. Of,
Especially
you know,
with Comet.
yeah, comment. Fuck.
Okay, hold on. I want to get into that. What the is Comet?
Silver Age. All
So-
right, the Silver Age of Comets was fucking weird, right?
He's a
Basically-
horseman.
No,
And
originally he was a centaur.
okay.
But
Okay.
he turned into a horse because of a curse from a wizard or whatever. And for one day only, when a comet passed the Earth, he turned into a man, and Supergirl fell in love with that man. But after the comet passed, he turned back into a horse.
And she stayed in love with him.
The original horse girl.
Let me go through my
But,
other notes. I thought Supergirl kind of reminded me of like a friendlier version of Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
I don't know if either of you have watched that. Void, have
Nope.
you watched?
I watched a video about Vinland Saga, but I haven't watched.
Okay, well, like one volume in, I wrote down, this reminds me of Vinland Saga, and then the ending, I was like, this is very much like Vinland Saga. It's like about forgiveness, you know, Supergirl having to like show the girl that killing is wrong by her own actions, you know, like that was cool.
I really enjoy this story because it's not about Ruth or the main alien girl or whatever. I feel like
never knew how to pronounce her name either.
yeah,
I was like,
Ruthie,
Ruthie.
Ruth.
but I really like this. I mean, I have not read any other Supergirl or consumed any other Supergirl media. This is
Neither
my
have I.
only thing. Yeah, but I like this interpretation of her as her starting off as this flawed. Oh, my favorite line in the entire book is "I still dream of Krypton."
Oh yeah,
That's my
that was
favorite
really
fucking
cool.
one.
I-
That was so good.
I didn't know anything
I-
about Supergirl going into this. I did not know that she was older than Clark.
Yeah, she's the older
Cousin.
cousin. I was actually just about to mention how like I know neither of you watched Supergirl, but like as I've watched most of that show, Supergirl, and that was like my only like really like characterization of Supergirl, and it was just I loved seeing like this characterization of her, where it's like a more like jaded like Supergirl and like one who's like escaping on her birthday
Mhm.
to like
Mhm.
go and like get drunk and like I forget what the exact I think the exact comparison like the writers I forget who said it about like Superman and Supergirl the differences is like Superman is an immigrant and Supergirl is a refugee. It's
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
that's
Definitely.
like the difference between them, or it might be the other way
Yeah.
around. I think I said it right. But
Yeah.
no, I've always loved the whole like Supergirl like remembers Krypton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
that was
she
very
was actually
interesting.
around. She experienced.
I didn't know anything about that. I thought it was like as the planet was getting destroyed, like Clark was just sent off into space like as it was getting blown up for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know that they like survived on like a little bit, like a little chunk of Krypton or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like that
That's
was all
comics for you.
really interesting. I
Yeah.
liked it because I really didn't know anything about Supergirl going in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen other forms of like comics where it's like the planet does explode and Supergirl and Clark both get sent off at the same time, but like Kara gets lost in space, so it just takes her longer to get there. It's like sometimes like they do just get sent at the same time, but I did like in this one where it was like them surviving on that little like bit before.
I really enjoyed the ending of eventually at the end we see an older Ruth or whatever.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I really like how she didn't forgive
Yeah,
the
she
dude.
just hit him with a
Can't remember.
cane. Yeah,
Krem,
Krem. It was
right?
Krem.
Krem, yes, him.
Oddly
I
similar
really
to
like
Kron.
how Kron, how she did not forgive her at all. But I feel like the person that changed throughout the story wasn't Ruth, but Supergirl. Because at the very end, Ruth is God, it's been like a month. Uh basically
Yeah, I
Supergirl is
finished it fresh.
yeah.
So I'm expressing my
Yeah, like Supergirl's about to kill Quem or whatever, but Ruth is the one to stop her because Supergirl is supposed to be the, kind of perfect, she's supposed to be an icon, pretty
Yeah.
much. Right? And
best means hope.
yeah, hope, pretty much. And Ruth knows, even though she's young, that Supergirl shouldn't do this. She still hasn't let go of her hatred for Krem at all. It's just that Supergirl shouldn't do it. And I really like at the very end with the little whack of the cane and
Yeah,
stuff like
that's
that.
a good
I
ending.
really enjoyed that ending. It
I-
very much subverted my expectations of the revenge story.
When I first saw like the old Ruth, I thought it was like the veterinarian who was taking care of her dog Crypto. And I was
yeah.
like, oh wait, this is the little girl. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I remember in the first issue when they shot the dog. I'm like, okay. I rolled my eyes, like, okay, yeah, villainize the
Yeah,
fucking
I'm thinking I'm bad.
exactly. It's like, okay, yeah, shoot the dog.
I really like in the story with me about Supergirl. I like she's not humble. And
No, she
I don't know.
isn't.
I kind of like the cockiness of like, buddy, I'm Supergirl. What do
Yeah.
you think that is gonna do to me? That like those weapons. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like having like a cocky like powerful character can be very hit or miss, with the way it's done. But I really liked her like attitude. I just thought she was really cool.
It felt
I
like
was
she kept getting nerfed though, because they were never in like nearby, like near a red sun. Every time I saw it, I was like,
Mhm.
man, she is
Yeah.
so weak. I felt like she kept getting nerfed. But
I
I like the moments
really-
where she was really strong.
Yeah, I really like throughout a bit of the story, we don't see Supergirl actually like fighting, like the ending especially. Like we don't see the whole like thing. We just see Ruth's like interpretation of it. which I think is
I
very
like
cool.
that it was from like Ruth's point of view. It was like written like a diary. I thought that was cool, but she used so many big words for my feeble little brain that it was like, I had to reread a lot of paragraphs because I was like, it was just a little bit much.
Yeah, I really like during some sections of this, it does feel like a mix of fantasy and sci-fi, especially during the Phoenix thing in issue 2, especially.
Yeah. With all like
Of
the
this-
bows and like the swords and stuff.
Yeah,
and then
honestly,
there's
it
just the
really
magic
does.
powers mixed in.
Yeah, sci-fi and fantasy of this little girl meeting this mythical hero, pretty much. That's what it is.
I liked how the one guy used magic to send Supergirl to the planet where like Superman only survived 45 minutes and then she had to do 9 hours on it.
Oh, you
That
know what was
incredible.
a great section? Just pure visuals. Was Supergirl outwanting the thing that sent her to like
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The
other
magic
side of the
thing.
universe? Oh yeah, the magic thing. Yeah,
That's what
that.
I'm talking about right now. Yeah.
But yeah, I really like that visual of her riding Comet to like the edge of the fucking universe, and the comic
And it
just
fails.
turns black and white,
Yeah. That was really cool.
which was awesome.
I was not expecting Comet to run that fast. That was insane.
He's a super horse.
Where did Comet come from in the book though? Like I feel like there was just a few pages missing. Like when I was reading, I had thought, did a few pages get removed? Is this the full book? Should I have read something something else to understand this?
I don't know. He's just around.
It was just weird
It's just
choices
like
that the author made.
established like easy lore.
Did a little bit of off camera getting a horse, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Comet's always been here. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
What are you talking about? You're crazy.
In between chapters, it was like it felt like it left out so much. I feel like if they do make a movie or a TV show on it, they could really take like a lot of creative freedom with that. But
All right,
here's this.
Here's a talking horse. He's a centaur, and he's in love with Supergirl.
Oh.
No, I think it should just be like Guardians 3 where like Adam Warlock comes in. It should just be like they're just like all of a sudden there's just
Going back to when Supergirl was on the planet for 9 hours, and then like Kal-El was only on it for like 45 minutes. I love that throughout the series, or like throughout this comic book, it keeps referencing Superman and her like witnessing the repercussions of like how popular Superman and like how every criminal hates him so much. Where it's like they never talk about her being like a big force in the galaxy, but they always talk about like Superman. This was made specifically to counter Superman. This was made to like, it was really interesting to see how Superman's impact was on like the rest of the universe.
because like
Yeah.
she was older than Superman when Krypton exploded, but like she landed on Earth like because of like space time warping or whatever. When she got to Earth, she was the same age that she was when she left Krypton, but it took her like 25 years something like that. Superman like grew up. That's the thing. Like Superman, like Supergirl was born before Clark.
Yeah,
Clark
she was a
is older
teenager.
than her because by the time she gets to Earth, like she's still the same age, and Clark is aged up like 20 something years, and it's like he's become Superman. He's had all that time.
I didn't really think about that. Didn't the book start off with like her celebrating her like 20-somethingth birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I should have thought like, when I got to the part where it revealed that she was like a teenager when he was only a baby, I should have linked those two together because that was
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Because she went to like the place where she wasn't powerful so that she can get drunk.
Mm,
That was
yeah,
like the thing. Like she wanted to get drunk, so she had to go to somewhere where
without
she
her
wouldn't
son,
have like her powers.
the red sun.
Yeah. I remember reading the beginning part of issue 1 and being kind of confused, like, who the hell is Supergirl?
Yeah,
You're like, oh, there she is.
I knew it was interesting. I liked how it started off a little bit, like because you knew that she was trying to celebrate and she's like away from all the superhero crap.
Yeah, I feel like honestly the weakest one was issue 1 because set up the whole revenge thing. I'm like, okay, I've seen this before, but like it gets better. Honestly.
I think it'd make a great movie.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
I wouldn't be
definitely see
surprised if
this
they
being
cut a couple things out, like that one and that got like
Racist
taken
planet.
over. Yeah, the race.
The segregation planet. I was
Yeah.
not. That was so random.
the fucking random planet looks like the 1960s American town. Look at that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like if you were trying to, I feel like if you were trying to adapt this whole thing in like 2 hours, like 2.5 hours, you might have to cut a couple things out. I wouldn't be surprised if that section was like
Yeah.
The blues
That's
and the
right.
purples, huh?
Yeah, the blues and the purples.
That town
Um,
was annoying. Like if she had way more patience than I would have. She was like asking everybody and no one was like giving her straight answers.
Yeah, I
So
do have
annoying.
notes on the racist planet, which
Shoot.
is actually called Maypole here in my notes. About how I liked how the true horror of it was the blues just ignoring the genocide of the purples,
Oh yeah.
which I thought was kind of different from the racism allegory that we only see, like a little bit, but. Issue 4. Yes, that's the one where she goes to the different planets. I really like. Oh, God, the visual style of the different planets was awesome.
Yeah, there
It-
was
it-
weird jumping around with that. Like, what was that one planet that she went to, and then she saw Krem, but it was never like fully explained. She went into like a room and then made Ruth
Yeah,
stay outside.
saw the horrors of the Berglunds or whatever.
Oh, it was inside the. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I loved
pretty
the
much.
monk building, the castle. Oh my god, that
Oh,
stuck
that
with me.
was
That was
great.
amazing. Like
I
I
have
like
to
the way
say-
they described it, and I loved how it looked.
I have to say the creativity and design of very diverse universe is great in this.
Hmm.
Like it
Yeah,
really
I think
does
it's my
feel-
favorite space travel story, just
Yeah.
because it really felt like you said, it was a very diverse like universe, and like all like it was just really cool, like all seeing all the different like aliens and like
Yeah.
planets. I thought it was
Yeah.
just like it felt like crazy like cool space travel.
You really got to see like
I
the
think that might
different
be my favorite.
the different like races and stuff. Like I loved when they were on like the transport ship and then there was like you could see all the random people and see like kind of the more laborer side of the universe, I guess. It's
Yeah.
just like people who aren't superheroes, people who don't have like their own ships, like the people who have to take commercial
Yeah. Public
spaceships.
transport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, there's all these random aliens. Why does Ruth look so human, but they're not on like a human planet or something? I don't know. She had purple eyes. But
Coincidence.
she looked so human. I don't get it. She looked too human.
It's just
Well,
to
I mean, so does
make sure.
Car's not human.
Oh yeah, fair point. Why did? Well, it's weird because like on most of those transport ships though, you wouldn't see another person with like skin tone the same as like most humans. You would mainly
It's to
see like the
connect
tentacle
viewers
monsters.
to Woof.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really relate to this little girl who had like 8 brothers and lived on a rock farm.
Yeah, I really relate to her how like she doesn't wash her hands.
God, the washing hands scene was great. I love that scene.
So rude.
That was, yeah.
I like
Like,
how
I-
it comes right after like Phoenix. Phoenix Rising.
Yeah, actually, it kind of shows the dichotomy of, I don't know, the Superman kind of character of like how he's both this mythical hero, but at the same time he's very down to earth as well. That kind of dichotomy.
I might honestly like read some more Superman volumes because like it seems like such a cool character that I hate too much because in recent media I feel like he's always like the evil bad guy.
Yeah,
You know?
everyone's like, Homelander, Omni-Man, that type of stuff.
Yeah. I need to read some of the more like wholesome ones where he's like actually a good guy. You know.
Yeah, like All-Star Superman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've always been rooting for Batman to win the fight against Superman, but maybe I need to support Superman a little bit more.
Yeah.
Wrong. Batman clears. Rah.
Batman clears.
Poor time.
But-
Because I'm Batman. Rah.
I like how they keep talking about like, oh yeah, kryptonite, it's so rare, every villain has it, but oh yeah, they saved up on this one piece of kryptonite just in case they had to go against Superman or a Kryptonian in space. So this one shot that's meant to kill them, I'm really prepared to use it, and then a horse runs in front of them, blocks the really rare, expensive shot.
One horse runs in to save Supergirl. Bustin'. That's great. But overall, I'd say I give the series a 7.6.
I'd
7.6.
6.4.
Yeah.
Fraser,
What
your
the
rating?
heck? My rating? I mean, I didn't realize we were star rating.
I didn't realize
Um,
either. You
Oh,
just
no,
came up
rated
with
it's a
this.
good system.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think. I mean, it's been a few months. I don't know when I read it. It was like
10 out of
sometime,
10.
like the second half of last year.
11 out of 10.
I think like I don't know, just without rereading it and just like remembering just like how I really enjoyed it, maybe like 9, 8.5 at least. So, I don't know. It's like probably like one of my favorite space travel stories of all time, and I really liked all the characterization of Supergirl in it, and I thought it was just an awesome adventure. I'll say just for now 9 out of 10.
All right, so I said 6.4.
And the art.
6.4, 7.6, and a 9. I liked it a lot. It opened up a lot more doors for me in DC because like I really don't know a lot about it. It's just
this is like really my
it's-
first DC comic.
I just really hated how much they cut out. I felt like the jump cuts were too much. It just kept going from like a normal ass
I
field.
just start recommending just like, all right, now read Arrow. Green Arrow.
Green
You want more
Arrow
DC
by
comics, huh?
All right, let's go on to Go with the Clouds. I have decided today, since I have to leave in half an hour, that you and Void can talk about Lost since you only got up to episode 13. Me and Void can meet up tomorrow and talk about the rest of Lost.
All right.
Okay.
Sound like a plan?
I have to pack for a vacation tomorrow.
I know, but you're not gonna be here tomorrow. That's why I was saying
yeah.
me and Void can meet up because I finished season 1. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Go with the Clouds. 25 minutes. Shoot. What are your thoughts, guys?
What is going on? I have 15 chapters.
Fraser, what is hard to understand? It's a guy who talks to cars and
But
is
does
like...
he talks to car like talked to a car.
Yeah,
That was like a scene. That was like an established thing he could do that he doesn't really do.
I know. It's so
time.
crazy. When I first read it, I was kind of like confused on like, does he actually talk to cars or is he just like noticing minute details on the cars which might reflect into like logical explanations where it's like,
I
oh,
think he
the
actually
car
speaks with the cars.
Yeah, I'm
I
realizing
think he
that
actually
now.
talks to the car.
Oh yeah,
I just...
but when I first read it, I was a bit skeptical. I was thinking like, oh, maybe he like notices it's a bit dirty, and you know the car would probably run better if it was clean. So then he cleans it, and he's like, yeah, the car's happy now. I thought he was thinking just logically from like small, minute details. And like,
You think they explore each other's bodies?
Yes, the car and Kay definitely
Yeah.
explore each other's bodies.
Yeah, I have to say, the first like, I feel like the first volume, I was very like kind of confused of like, what the hell is this going to be? Honestly, like, is this going to be like a kind of noir type? Like, I got the feeling of noir from this series,
like a detective.
100%.
Yeah,
Detective.
vibes.
Like, okay, maybe we're going to have like episodic kind of weekly, like, oh, cases. But it's like, not really. We have a couple here and there, but like not much. The art's great.
I also thought it was gonna be like a
Case.
I thought it was gonna be like a buddy cop like detective like noir, but with like him in a car.
Talks to his car, yeah.
Oh my god, Frasier. I googled what chapter 15 left off on, and it was like one of my favorite mini arcs of the series. He's with his friend from Japan that's like visiting Iceland.
Kiyoshi.
Oh yeah, I like that arc.
I
That was a
loved
good arc.
Kiyoshi. He was such a wholesome character. It made me so happy to read it. I loved it.
What happens to Kiyoshi?
Okay, well,
I'm getting a phone call. You guys.
he goes back to Japan. His vacation ended. No.
I'm like, actually getting a phone call. One second.
All right,
Slice
boy.
of life fans when the friend goes back to Japan. So sad. But
yeah, let's talk about past what Frasier read while he's taking his phone call.
Nishitaka.
Yeah, the kid brother, you know, I feel like we need to discuss it because we talked about it in the general chat the other day before we filmed today. The incest plot.
that was stepbrothers.
So, Frasier said the other. I can just probably put a picture of it
Yeah,
on
just
screen.
put it up.
Frasier was talking about how there was like, I wasn't really a fan of the incest plot, and then I forgot that that happened in Go with the Clouds. So I was like, oh, he's talking about Lost, because Lost also has the same plot with the steps.
exactly. That is
It was
such
so
a funny
random.
coincidence. I completely forgot about the incest, like,
Yeah,
kind
'cause
of
it
little
wasn't.
thing involved.
Oh,
It's
what?
not-
It wasn't like a big thing in Go with the Clouds, in my opinion. It's just a little bit of brotherly love. Oh wait, there was. I just realized there was
Twin
two
brothers.
there was two plots
Remember,
in Lost. I
remember
mean,
the
not
part
Lost.
where he gets sexually assaulted? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um, I realize now there are two moments in Go with the Clouds where there's like brotherly love. There was the one where the detective has to track
Okay,
down.
brotherly love is Philadelphia. Okay.
Okay, as I was saying, brotherly love. Kay had to like track down that one kid who was hiding from his family because his older brother got like married to someone, and then I'm realizing now there's two different times where it happened. It was kind of weird, but I liked it even if it was like kind of strange because the older brother guy got married to someone else and then he was sad so he ran away from home. But like I like the tracking down of Kay like going to like the hostel. What are they called? Like the little clique groups. I think hostels,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like runaways and stuff. I loved that because Kay was like he really went to like detective mode. He was like parkouring, he got like climbing, like, getting information from people. It was very interesting. But
yeah.
it was very good.
I really like Jacques Coury.
Oh my god, I
Jacques
love
Cool.
Jacques
Jacques.
Jacques Coury.
Jackie.
Dude, that's the guy I want to be when I get older,
I-
when I'm an old man.
I loved that all of them had like their own little superpower. I don't know like if it was ever revealed to Frasier. I don't know if you got to the part where it's like the little brother
I mean,
touches
he
people.
said that like
no.
what?
Okay, I didn't want to cut you off. I didn't want
No.
to speak over you, but he touches people and then they like feel
No.
pain, but they're not actually cut. It just feels like they're
so,
feeling in pain.
so far away.
Okay, maybe I should have I shouldn't have stopped my
Yeah.
sentence there. But
Anyway,
I love that they all had powers because he could talk to animals and he was like talking
Yeah,
to
like
birds and
birds,
stuff. Oh my god!
specifically. Yeah.
I love that one lady liked him so much because it was very deserved. Jacques
I will-
was so nice.
Yeah, I really like that chapter. I'm like, I want to meet this man. Oh, great. She's talking about my grandpa.
I know exactly who he had. Like
Oh,
this
yeah.
nice charm. I know who you're talking about. The
I
whole
don't know,
country.
Yeah.
So one charming man in Iceland.
Yeah.
This
He's a Frenchman. Of
this
course.
book made me so interested in Iceland, like because I knew a little bit about it, Vikings here and there, but this book just really talked about like I didn't know that there was no soil in Iceland. I didn't know that they had to like mainly focus on like lamb and fish and stuff like that. I didn't know that they couldn't grow stuff because it was
Yeah.
just that fresh of like volcanic activity, and hell, it's
Very fresh.
still happening. Like even today, there's all the volcanoes and lava and stuff. But I would really love to visit Iceland. It's probably one of the like top of my lists of like places I'd like to visit on vacation. Like
Yeah.
places in Canada, Philippines, Thailand, and Iceland. Iceland's probably near the top because I like this book so
So-
much.
The art's very good.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
definitely.
landscapes.
Landscapes, I know, I loved it.
Yeah.
Whenever they would just like show like the waterfalls or like the huge canyons, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Frasier, you gotta continue. You should just finish it out.
Oh.
I don't care if we're not
Um,
going to talk about it in the podcast. It's a good book.
I don't really know. I was watching it. I mean, not watching. I was reading it. I was watching it. I was not watching a YouTuber told me about this. But no, I was reading it and I was like, I don't really know what to talk about.
Yeah, it's a slice. Okay, this is the genre called slice of life, Fraser.
Slice of
I don't know,
life,
like-
semi-adventure, and it focuses on
here's-
human interaction.
Here's my genre I picked: thriller / slice of life.
Filler.
No, thriller.
Oh, thriller. Okay. Yeah. It's like travel. It
It
also
gets into it more later.
I like it a
If
lot.
you have any
There's-
questions, I'll answer them. But I don't really know what to bring up.
It's fine. It's a fairly short series. Only 40 chapters, so
I
it was
think
something quick for the month.
K is like cool, dude. I like this. I like the scene where he's eating the lamb, and the lamb is looking at him through the window.
Oh my god, that was so
it's
cool.
like-
yeah.
It reminds me of Citizen Kane.
Yeah,
Scene
Citizen Kane.
Scene from video production class. I think it was Citizen Kane at least. It might not be Citizen Kane, but like where they're like talking like through the window, you see people flying. I don't know. I just thought of that just now, but I thought that was funny when the man was watching him eat.
I liked it a lot. I liked just the talk about vehicles. I loved how they designed vehicles in it.
You know what I didn't get when that
No.
like. It was so like I feel like I missed kind of like how you talked about the little comment. I feel like I missed a chapter where like, because he gets like the dude's like the police officer is like looking for his brother, and he beats up Kay, and then like his brother kind of like takes Kay in,
finds him.
and then
It just
but then
cuts,
the next
yeah.
chapter it's just like the brother's gone. And like K's not beat up anymore. Like it's just that part. It's just, like time skips to that. Like I don't know. That part confused me. I was like, I feel like this is a
I mean, I feel-
weird cut. Just pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah, I feel like it's I just interpreting this like it's supposed to be like Kay's
Mysterious.
recollection of that like day of those events. Like he just passes out and just wakes back up, kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
like, he
it's-
doesn't see a lot. Like he sees the staircase and like being dragged up and all that stuff, but he doesn't like.
But
Yeah,
I will
like
tell you-
next time he wakes up, it's like in Katla's like house. And
Yeah,
stuff.
but I
Yeah,
will
that
say
was
it
kinda weird.
is explained later on. I will tell you that. So,
I
a little bit.
talking about Katla. I thought it was kind of crazy that like Lilia, I think her name was, gets like turns out is
Yeah.
like her nephew or niece or whatever. I forget their exact relation, but like I liked how she was tied in because in the beginning she like steals from Kay randomly on the side of the road and like leaves without explaining herself.
Yeah, and there's the implication that she's a ghost.
Yeah,
Like,
where it's
what
like
the
the
hell is
fairies.
this series about?
Fairies steal
Yeah.
from Icelandic, stuff like that. I thought that was pretty neat. But then she's revealed later on. I don't know if it was in the first 15 chapters, but there was a chapter that actually like made me shed a tear because it was so beautiful. The music scene where she was in the bar
Yes.
or whatever, and she
That's
played.
later on.
And yeah, Kay was just so moved by it, and he's like a guy who's not really too into music, but he was like shocked by it, and then that continued for the next few chapters where he's like he was being nicer to Lilia because of the music, like the love for music.
Yeah, he couldn't get the music out of his head. But yeah, I really love that chapter
Oh, it's
because
beautiful.
there's barely any dialogue in it,
Mhm.
and it's just pure visuals.
Oh my
And I
god, it's so
love it.
good.
Like I would love to see that animated.
I would love to see this. Like, oh my god, it'd be beautiful. But
Yeah.
Lilia was a really nice character. Frasier,
It was like Ilya.
something like that.
Ilgia.
But
Ice
There's a
Winding names.
wrestling name, like Ilya.
Void and I were
Oh, yeah.
talking like a few weeks ago, and he brought up the nudity in the series, how he wasn't expecting it. I forgot to tell you, and I forgot to tell both of you that there'd be a little bit of nudity. It wasn't like anything like.
My mom looks at the series I read.
It wasn't like, oh, I said, oh my goodness, this heinous comic. I just had my like eyes wide and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because it's
Gosh,
unexpected.
I have a girlfriend.
I'm not supposed to see these things.
I can't look at this.
It's like Indiana Jones in the fucking arc. It's like, my
He
face is
turns like a skeleton.
I just, I just didn't expect it from this series.
Yeah, but it wasn't anything like overtly
Yeah, guys,
sexual.
I really could have used a trigger warning.
when me and Void were talking about it, I was thinking though, like, oh shoot, he read Worm while like at work. I really hope he's not reading this at work, and it pops up, and he's like,
I actually did read like a chapter two like on my like a break.
What are you reading?
But-
Oh, nothing.
But no nudity scenes at work.
yeah, because it wasn't like anything like horny. It was
No, it was just
like
it was just,
yeah, it was kind of random.
Yeah, I'm sure there is no horny purpose.
But yeah, I liked your description of it being like from earlier, when we were talking about like what tags it would kind of be associated with. I'm looking at some here on the like official website, and it was kind of what I was thinking, where it's like travel, searching for someone, serial killers, kind of, and I really like the talk about LGBTQ characters in a non Yuri, non like yaoi series, you know, where it's like
Yeah,
it really
honestly,
talks a
yeah.
lot about like gay people and stuff like that, and I loved it. It was like so beautiful. I really liked how they talked about how like gay marriage was legalized in Iceland way sooner than like everywhere else in the world, and like it was so beautiful. I liked it a lot. It was a good series.
We love gay people.
We love gay people.
We love gay
Round
people.
of applause.
Round of
I love
applause
gay
for gay people right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's April. It's not even June.
it's
It's not even
okay.
June.
Well, it was Women's
Not
History
even
Month
work.
last month, and we watched or we read Supergirl, and this has Lilia, which is another really cool, epic main female lead.
And we also have Kate and Lost
Yeah,
and other women.
and the other ones.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
We'll
But
get
that
to
that can
We'll
wait.
get to that later.
Later.
But yeah, I have here like what I think the meaning of this series is. Let me just read this verbatim. Multiple times the wind is mentioned, and I think what the wind represents is life itself and how it can go in
Yes.
different directions. Like with Kay, since his wind went north, he went to Iceland to live with Jacqui and became a private eye. His wind is also mixing with the wind of Lugia. Both of winds went against each other at first, but now, did my are you
Was this part of the
But
notes?
now the wind has taken down my electrical
No.
pole. I promise.
But I just turned off for no reason. What the
Were you not using it for long enough?
I don't know.
Didn't move your
Anyway,
mouse.
I
Okay.
guess I didn't move my mouse. That makes sense. All right. It's also mixing with the wind of Lugia. Both of winds went against each other at first, but now it is slowly but surely mixing to become one wind. We also have an example of someone without a wind, being Michitaka, who drifts about place to place. And the only person that can give him a slight wind is Kay. So
Yeah.
that's a meaning I got from
That
the
was
series.
that was
after
good.
reading
I
all
like
of it.
that a lot.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Everybody has that one friend who lost the wind after the incident.
True.
Yeah.
But,
Poor
um,
Alex.
It's a very highly visual
Yeah.
series. Like, a lot of really
I only
good.
Yeah,
read 15 chapters, so I can't comment on
Yeah, this is a really
Lord.
series you have to read in full. To be
Yeah.
honest with you.
It's just a shame though, because it's been going on since like 2016. But I believe Iriaki, the mangaka behind it, is sick or something, or just unable to work on it as often. So it's not like complete, and it's such a shame.
Yeah,
'cause
it's not. Yeah, because
not a very
especially the
long
last
series.
volume.
Oh my god, yeah, it just with like the motorcycle girl and stuff like that.
Yeah, that stuff.
It was
yeah.
so like I read those back in like October because I had let it pile up over the course of like the year or two that I hadn't touched the series. It was only like 6 new chapters, but I liked it a lot still, and I reread it. It was beautiful. It's a good series.
Yeah, I really like how this series breathes. Really.
Hmm.
You know.
it
I
was
feel
a
like
good
that's
Let me just
suggestion.
Yeah.
Let me
Vantage
just
is
say-
such a-
Job, me.
in the links for when you link to go with the clouds, you put in parentheses any amount. Like-
Okay, well,
You should have put
I-
a mountain.
I assumed you would. I don't know, man. I had to read the
I'm
entirety of your book.
trying. That's right.
Okay, well, I'll
Um,
give you a shorter series this next month. Oh, we should probably do
well,
that.
also, I only have one thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it won't be like two things.
Yeah. well,
Yeah.
So,
Fair, yeah. But then you're also gonna be on vacation for.
yeah, I'm also gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll try to do something you can do within a week.
Yeah.
Or like slowly.
I have my suggestion. I forgot that we had to give suggestions, but like earlier today, I was like, you know what, I got my suggestion.
All right, well.
I've had mine since last month. mean,
Okay, let's
yeah.
do the rating. Then let's give our the suggestions for next month because I'm gonna be going in a few minutes. Void, you'll have to send me your audio.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Let's
10
just-
out of 10. Loved it.
uh.
The only disappointing thing was something I already mentioned. It doesn't end. There's like no ending, and it doesn't continually release.
You know what? It. I'll say 7.
Yeah.
I was going to say 6.9, but
Good.
no, this is a 7.
What did you rate Supergirl again? I don't know. I didn't know what was going on, but
I
there
mean,
wasn't.
you haven't.
But there wasn't a chapter in it where I read it where I thought it was bad. You know, like I never thought I was never
I agree.
disliking anything that I
Yeah.
was reading. I thought it was fun. It wasn't like something amazing, but like I could say like a 7.
Yes.
I'm thinking 7.
I'm thinking 7.
Yeah.
I'm getting another phone call.
Okay, Void.
But yeah, my rating is 7.
Okay,
All
7, 7, 10. Okay. I
Alright,
like those numbers.
Now he's gone. Is Michitaka dead or not?
No.
He's probably the artist dude that painted himself his dead body. Or
I don't know, because they like kind of confirmed that he was like ice cold dead. I don't know. It was so unexpected. It was such a random turn that I'm like,
it's
they
crazy.
identified it and everything. So it's such a random twist, and I'm so curious to see where Iriaki goes with this.
Yeah, I really thought like, okay, he's kidnapped. Okay, he's gotta save him. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I
Like,
thought that
oh
too.
shit. And I'm like, damn, they're going to Japan. Oh shit, Kay's actually processing the trauma. I actually thought, for a while, like he's actually dead.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I kind of believe he's dead. Like it would seem more likely that he would fake his death and then because that benefits
since
him.
what we've seen from Michitaka.
Yeah, because he's kind of a criminal. But I like that. Like everyone identified him, DNA matched. It should be him. Like it's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah.
But then the series also has like that little bit of supernatural aspect to it because Kay is
Yeah, a little bit with the bloodline.
Yeah.
With like
But
Jack Quaid and all
I
that.
also thought for the other two characters, it could also have like a logical explanation behind it because like what if the little brother touches someone and then hits their pressure points so it feels like you're losing an arm, it feels like it's getting cut off. And then what if the other guy is just like he seems so friendly and everything that like birds just like him, the animals like him because he has a friendly vibe, he's not very intimidating. But the part that makes me really think, this guy is like supernatural is when he took the phone that was basically dead, put it to his forehead, and then read through all the text. And I'm like, okay, there's no explanation for that.
Supernatural type shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like the twist I would like if I was writing this would be that Michitaka is actually dead.
Yeah,
and that
I
Kay
agree.
is just because Kay needs to find out how stuff works. I mean, that's like the first thing we see as him as a child is him trying to figure out the fucking DS, how it works.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I feel like it's him trying to process his grief, of trying to find an answer that there is any.
Yeah. It's very
I feel like that
interesting.
would be a good twist, honestly, for this type of series. And
All right.
Shut up.
Please wrap it up. I have 4 minutes. Okay.
Unfortunately, Kai has finally gone with the clouds. Such a sad
Some might say that he's lost.
in the clouds. Anyway.
Crickets.
Yeah. So let's get into it.
Whoa, big reveal. What am I?
Oh, your
Kai's
suggestion.
suggesting for me, right?
Suggestion.
What am I consuming? And it better be a chicken sandwich. I don't know.
If only, buddy. But you are getting to watch. All right, enough about Kai. This is the Void and Frasier segment. We talk about
Oh yeah, time to
wrestling.
scratch my itch.
Scratching our itch. The
Wrestling?
boys, the duo. Yeah. Let's suggest
The boys.
wrestling ones to each other. It's just going to be like John Cena from 2008 to 2010.
Well, you're suggesting the cars, right? Did you give him your suggestion?
I already gave him. I gave him. But to the main subject of today's segment.
Lost.
Lost. I try to do this theme, but like, there's not really a theme. It's like, woo. Yeah, exactly. Woo. Um, I feel like the first question I can ask is, what do you feel about the flashbacks? Because I feel like that's the number one thing about Lost.
It's like the opposite of Arrow.
Yeah.
In Arrow, the main story is in present day, and you get flashbacks to when he's on the
Oh
island.
my god.
In Lost, you're on the island, and you get flashbacks to before the island.
Yeah.
The flashbacks. I'm honestly not a huge fan of the flashbacks. I just feel like it's so much. Every episode is like a lore episode, and like I don't know. Like we've started looping the characters. Like Kate and Jack both got their own another flashback episode, and I mean, like I use the example of Arrow. Arrow, the first 5 seasons of that show, like after a bit in like season 1, like almost like a quarter of like every episode is flashbacks, and like I like flashbacks, but just like every single, it's like I'm watching an anthology series.
Yeah.
Where like
I can see
where
that.
like the most interesting part of the anthology series only gets like 50% of the screen time, because like I love the islands, and like
Oh yeah.
I'm very intrigued about the mystery and stuff. Like I know very little about the show. I know that the fog is coming.
It's coming for a while.
That's all I really know.
Yeah.
But it's just, I feel like some of like the flashbacks are just like it's a lot.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a lot. I mean, Lost was the first popular TV show that popularized like fan theories. I feel like, because we had The Sopranos, right? But that wasn't really like a fan theory show. Like there wasn't mysteries to solve. But with this,
I didn't watch Sopranos.
Yeah, I haven't watched it either. But I don't think there's like many fan theories about like, oh, what's going on in the mafia. But with this, it's obviously a show you need to like kind of dissect and analyze and stuff like that. And I very much like that aspect of that show. Like I feel like,
I will
I'm working
say
my
I've been
brain.
watching more.
Yeah.
I was like, I do enjoy the like I guess 2004. I enjoy watching like 2000s television. Like it's very noticeably 2000s.
Yeah,
like if I didn't know what
100%.
year this came out, and like I could probably guess it's 2004. Like, I watched Prison Break, and like that's a very 2000s show. Like I rewatched the first season a couple years ago, and I was like, this is so 2000. And I just watched Breaking Bad for the first time, and I'm like, I enjoy like watching like this, like not retro but like older, like
older
popular,
show,
like the
yeah.
main like popular waves of shows, and it's very 2000s, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. I like that. I love that I can tell it's like a 2000s show, but just because of it being a 2000s show, there's like just a lot of like tropes and like
Love
characters
triangles.
that just like love squares.
Square. Yeah,
And, like,
exactly.
and-
That type of stuff. It's very 2000s.
But the only thing we start on the romance. The romance in Lost is the craziest thing. That love square between like Kate, Jack, Saeed, and Sawyer is, it's like, it's crazy. I've never seen. It's like there's a love square where like every single episode they dedicate a small portion to the episode about which of the 3 guys will the one woman choose.
Exactly.
But I don't really like the woman. I'm not really rooting for her to be with anybody, because I don't really like.
You just want to be the guy.
Want her to
want to be
with
with the guys yourself, huh?
Yeah, the boys.
You want to be with
exactly.
Saeed. You want to be with Saeed and Sawyer.
If she gets with Saeed, that means that I can't be with Saeed. But
Exactly.
But like, I don't know. I feel like I want to guess. I want to make a prediction of like who I think
Alright.
she's gonna be with.
Go ahead.
I actually haven't really come up with the answer. Like I've thought about like it, but like because like Sawyer is the one she's gotten like closest to getting because like they've kissed.
because
but like
they're like
Sawyer's like
the bad boy.
yeah, it's literally like you have like the like good, bad in the middle. Like you have like the
Yeah.
lawful, chaotic, and neutral. Like Jack's the good guy, Saeed's the middle, and Sawyer's like the bad guy. I don't think she's gonna get with Saeed. Saeed's doing this thing with like Shannon now.
Yeah.
He's moved on, but between Sawyer and Jack. I don't know. I feel like Jack's the obvious answer.
Yeah, like main character.
And this is like an early wave 2000s show. So I don't know when it comes to like the love drama. I don't know if they were like going to be breaking any grounds by like she actually gets with the rebel.
The
But like
bad
I
boy.
could see this. Honestly, she could get with both of them.
Hey, progressive.
I think not at the same time. Hopefully not at the same time. But I think if anything, what they'll do is that they're gonna play the will they won't they with Jack for a long time,
Mhm.
and she's gonna end up getting with Sawyer, but like she's gonna get with Sawyer first, but like she's only getting with Sawyer to further play out the end game for eventually getting with Jack. Like she's gonna eventually
Yeah.
get with Jack after. I think Sawyer's gonna be first.
Okay, I see. Yeah.
That's my prediction.
Yeah, I really didn't give a shit about the love square thing when I was watching through. I'm like, okay, that's there. It's like whatever.
It's such a prominent part of
It
the
is.
show.
It's
like
a very
like every single episode you get hints of it. So
Yeah.
it's like,
It's very much there in all the magazines. I mean, hell, there was a Lost magazine. It's like all about like who's Kate gonna get with the bad boy. the
I
good
believe
boy.
it.
Yeah, in 2000s. I thought of this the other day, but I remembered what Saeed reminded me of, like Daniel from Fear the Walking Dead. You know that type of character.
Yeah, I also had the exact same thought when he was torturing. So yeah, that was the exact same thought. This is like Daniel.
Dude, this reminded me of Daniel.
guy who's only ever seen Fear the Walking Dead. I'm getting rid of Fear the Walking Dead much.
Oh God, season 4 is going to be awful.
Oh, no, please, no.
No, it's alright.
Speaking of romance plots,
yeah.
I watched episode 13.
Oh yeah, I completely
Why?
forgot it was that episode.
Why?
I completely.
Why?
I just put 13. Fucking Boone and Shannon, man.
I love a good sibling dynamic. They're the only siblings on the island.
But not like
together,
this.
and they ruined it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They,
I mean.
they spent 13 episodes calling each other brother and sister, and it's flashback to sex scene. Gotcha.
Gotcha, stupid.
I hated it. I hated that. I don't. What is this plot twist where actually Steps is like, like no.
I have no idea.
Please.
Honestly.
I did not.
I
did not
to be honest,
and then it's like I saw her die, and I was relieved.
Yeah,
You know, buddy, me too. Honestly.
Yeah, I really didn't care for Shannon. I kind of cared for Boone, but like I was like, okay, like whatever.
I don't like either. I don't know. Okay, Boone and Jack. I have like an irrational like. I don't like them. It's just they give me the heebie.
You don't like
Just
them
something about
together?
Jack and Boone. No, not just together. Just like them in general. Like,
Oh,
when-
okay.
just Jack and Boone like by themselves, like just the characters. There's something about them that it's like uncanny to me. I'm not a big fan. Which this is gonna sound really mean, but like I one of my friends
Yeah.
Jack really reminds me of him.
That's-
but I don't.
with my hindsight on the series,
Well,
that
really?
you know, that's an interesting comparison. Jack.
But no, I have a friend who like Jack really reminds me of. His name is also Jack, and
Yeah.
like, but like my real life friend, I don't get like I'm not like afraid of him. But like,
Yet.
but I watch it. Yeah, yeah. Who knows? He'll come across this and be very upset.
Yeah.
But like Jack from Lost, there's just something about, I don't like his voice. I
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a scroll, damn it. I think Jack is the monster.
You know what's very funny?
But,
Here's like a fun fact about the first episode. The original plan was Jack was going to die in the first episode. You know, the pilot that gets like sucked out of the window or whatever. That was supposed to be Jack. And originally they wanted Michael Keaton to play him, so they can kill him off in the first episode. Because like, oh, let's just get Michael Keaton for this or whatever.
and then like the pilot was supposed to take over as like Jack's character.
I guess it's something like that, probably. But
Interesting.
yeah, that's
What if Jack was dead all along?
Ooh.
I'll have you know that in approximately 5 minutes of Arrow episode 1, season 1, Oliver was gone for 5 years, and he left in 2007. It's canon that Oliver Queen and his friends watched Lost together. So when Oliver returns from the island, his friend is catching him up on things that he missed out on. And during one of the first 5 minutes of Arrow, his friend goes, let's think, like, what have you missed so far? Oh, Lost. Turns out they were all dead in the end? I don't know. But I've heard from online that was like a horrible misinterpretation of the show's ending. I have no idea what to believe.
Hey, who knows, man?
But I think it's. But yeah, that's something I know.
I want to get to the episode that I knew Lost was special would be the 4th episode, the first Locke episode. The flashback one.
Oh, I love Locke. He's my favorite character.
Yes! My boy! That's my boy right there. Fucking
my boy.
You know what's also funny?
It was Kai's favorite character.
No, not that.
You didn't talk about it yet.
No, how many episodes of The Ones Who Live have you watched?
I watched all of them. I finished it.
You finished it? Yeah. Fuck.
I was watching the finale last night.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, dude, when I saw that first episode and I saw him, I'm like, is that who I think it is? No way. And I fucking popped.
I didn't know it was him for the first episode because I didn't watch it yet. But when I was watching the finale last night, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, oh my god, that's him. I'm like,
it's crazy because it's 20 years later.
Yeah, it is 20 years later. It's crazy to think about. But damn, I
really like all the Locke mystery stuff of like he was paralyzed, and then like
now he can walk.
He's not. I feel like the whole Locke not being paralyzed anymore is like the thing that like really set the mystery off. Because before it was like there's like some monster, supernatural.
There's a polar
just
bear.
Like they're in their head. Maybe it's completely normal, but like maybe there's gonna be some weird twist. But the whole like Locke is like it cured his paralysis. That's like the most interesting thing about the mystery so far. Is like how that happened. Maybe he just like something was aligned in his back, and when he fell onto the ground, it like popped his back. Place.
Oh man, I really knew that plane crash. Goes onto another plane, crashes. Fuck!
Oh, bro.
But yeah, I really love the episode so much because it explains everything about Locke from the previous 2 episodes. Because there was something always off about Locke before we got to the episode. This guy seems a little bit too happy, on this island or whatever, But yeah, Locke's great. I love him.
Yeah, Locke's my favorite character.
Absolutely.
And also the fact that like he saw the monster.
Yes.
Like like Locke saw it and he hasn't said anything, done anything. But Locke is the interesting part about the mystery so far. Like the whole
Yeah.
mystery, I feel like one of the things the flashbacks kind of took away from the mystery aspect, where they kind of just like they had this big mystery in the first couple episodes of like what's on the island, and then they spent so much time in the flashbacks, the characters, which I love character development, but characters are my favorite things about shows. But like I feel like there's so much flashbacks and lore dumps that
Yeah.
it's like
It
it's
would
kind
be
of
a
like
lot.
go straight away from the mystery. But like Locke is the thing that's like holding the mystery. Like he can walk. He saw the thing. He's not saying anything. He put the goo on Boone to make him
Like,
remember
see
his
things.
incestual relationship.
Yeah.
You know.
Remember Boone. Remember the incest. But yeah, I have to say for watching throughout the entire show, the most interesting part about the mysteries is how characters react to them themselves. I feel like, because like we have Locke here who believes in the spirits of the island, which is actually very interesting. I very much like that, because like if you're paralyzed and you suddenly walk, you might start believing in shit now.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a good reason.
Yeah, it's a pretty good reason. I kind of like the whole kind of like man of science versus man of faith with Jack and Locke and stuff like that. But
I like.
yeah,
What are you saying?
I'm saying nothing.
I like that like also it's just like canon that like no, like if there's ever like confusion before about real life, like you weren't going like the psychics are real. Like it's just like
yeah, the Claire episode.
like it's just like there's no like I'm not saying I don't believe in psychics in real life. I'm just saying I think it's funny that like in the show they're like no, psychics are like 100, like they're like they
They're
just
right.
are real. Like they just
It's like, all right.
and he knew about the plan.
He knew, but I remember what I was going to say earlier as this is a very good weekly show, because there's so much to each episode, you know.
See, I feel like I wouldn't like this weekly because I feel like
Really? Yeah, I mean,
like
I
if I
can
feel
see
like if
that
we're talking like
too.
if because it's like the Walking Dead seasons. Like the reason why people fell off of that was because of all the bottle episodes. You would wait a whole week to watch an episode, and it was just some like side story, and it was given to characters that maybe can't hold their own episode. And like I think the characters in Lost are pretty strong. Like I don't think any of them necessarily can't hold their own episode. It's just not like I don't know. It's almost like they're giving me these flashbacks to make me care about the characters, but I feel like it would have been better if they made me care about the characters and then gave me the flashbacks. The flashbacks, the goal is to make me care, but because of going into it, I don't care about the characters yet. That now when I have to watch a full episode where like you're taking me away from the cool mystery so I can see this random character's flashbacks, it's like I don't really care yet. Like, you're trying to make me care, but you're taking me away from the thing I want to see, and it's making me care less. I feel like if I cared about the characters first and then I got flashback episodes, then I'd be more into it. I feel like that's maybe my problem.
Okay,
Flashbacks is that like they're trying to use them to make me care.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I feel like that's like a part of the reason why Locke's episode is like stands out on my mind is because we're interested in Locke, you know, for the first two episodes, and then,
like Locke is cool.
Yeah, Locke's cool
like...
and stuff like that. And obviously we have Jack, who's just the main character, so of course. But who else? What do you think of Charlie?
I like Charlie. He controls electronics and X-Men Origins.
Oh yeah.
I know I like Charlie. I wasn't sure where they were gonna go with like his character. I thought he was just gonna be just like the comic relief. Recently though, he's been really going through it. I really thought that they killed him.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I was a huge fan of the fake out that. I don't think I was a huge fan of Fake Out. That's just because of how long they let that
Yeah,
sit.
they
about,
said
that
it
he
for
was,
like a little bit too
dead.
long.
Like they really let that marinate. It was,
Yeah.
just kidding. But I like Charlie. I don't. I'm not entirely sure like always like what to like make of him yet, like where he's gonna go. But like he has been entertaining. And, like I like the whole stuff with him and Locke, and like
Yeah.
and I like his relationship with Claire is kind of funny.
I like that relationship too.
He had the invisible peanut butter.
Oh yeah, that was a sweet scene.
I thought it was kind of dumb.
Oh come
It was
on!
so sweet, but like that would not have worked on me, bro. That
Oh,
wouldn't have worked on me, bro. I tell you.
bro, there's no,
We were
there's
talking about
no.
chicken sandwiches, and I was like, hey, if you can find me a chicken sandwich, I will follow you to the jungle. If he comes back with just like an imaginary piece of bread, and he's like, whoa, this chicken sandwich, you gotta come back. That ain't working on me, bro.
I can see you. I can see your spells, Magic Man. You think you could fool me, huh?
there's no peanut butter. In this jar.
Nope.
There's not even a jar. I thought it was sweet, but I thought it was silly. I was watching, I was like, okay.
Well, yeah, it's a bit.
I mean,
it's a bit silly, but come on.
Yeah,
Come
the
on.
crystal girlies, am I right?
God, I'm trying to think of like other characters you would have met by this point.
The Saeed solitary episode. I like Saeed's story and the whole like French one. I thought that was cool. I like that.
Saeed's story. That was good.
Sawyer. I'm not supposed to like him, but I don't like him.
I don't like. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I get that.
I mean, I guess they're doing his job. Like, I don't like Sawyer. Like, so congratulations. I don't think I was supposed to like Sawyer, but I mean, he has got an interesting story. I had to actually like rewind and listen to the monologue like 3 times because I couldn't. My brain at the time couldn't comprehend what they were trying to say.
Yeah.
With the whole like he's the one that wrote the letter thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I just really was going through it that day. I just couldn't. I was like, what's the twist here? Like I had to rewind. I was like, oh, he's the one that wrote the letter for someone that did that to his parents.
But his name is Sawyer. How? Huh?
It's so confusing, dude. I thought the whole Sawyer thing was. I don't know. He's a lot.
I mean, yeah.
But he's annoying. Yeah. The Korean couple.
Yep.
Oh my god, I love the reoccurring gag that everybody keeps calling them a different Asian culture.
Yeah.
It made me laugh so hard when they're like the Koreans over there, and Hurley comes in and he's like, "Hey guys, like I don't speak Chinese," and it's just I don't know why, but like just everybody have like assigned them like a different like culture, and then just like but nobody knowing because they can't like speak them.
Yeah.
It was just really funny how because it would literally. It's only funny because they would happen like so close to each other. Like in like the kind of like 2 lines, they would say like 2 different things, and it was like it was pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
I like Hurley. Can't wait for his flashback.
Yeah, Hurley's great. But yeah, there's really not much to talk about since only 13 episodes.
I like that the Jin. I like that in the beginning, like the first like first half of the 13 episodes, he's portrayed as he's the dangerous one. He's the bad guy.
He's the bad
like
guy.
he's misogynistic. He attacked Michael, and then
Yeah.
like the last like episode, I don't know if it's last episode or 2 episodes ago. He's just like this friendly fisher guy. He's like fishing for the grave. He just comes up. He like all smiley,
Yeah.
like here you go, buddy. Like here's a fish.
You like fishing.
He's really settled in. He's found his calling.
You know, he's settled in. It's like, oh well, Gotta put away this facade. Be a fisherman.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not much to say with 13 episodes, but I very much enjoyed that. Personally speaking, my favorite seasons are seasons 4 through 6. The second half, I really love those.
4 through 6, so like 4,
Yeah.
5, and 6.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6. That's my I see Lost as 2 halves, like 1 for 3 and 4 to 6.
Yeah, there's a lot of shows like that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah. So I might as well just ask you a question. Will you continue watching it?
I will finish season 1
Okay. All right.
because at Goodwill because the way I've been watching this is that I found DVD for Lost season 1, and there was Lost seasons 1 through 4. They had all 4 seasons, but I wasn't gonna buy all 4 seasons, even though it was cheaper. Because I didn't I wanted to start watching the show first. I wasn't gonna not like the show,
Yeah.
and now I just own 4 seasons of the show I don't like. So I bought season 1. I was watching it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just buy the other 3 seasons. But then I go to Goodwill, and only season 4 is there.
Damn,
So
they took it.
bought 2 and 3, but not 4.
Wait, 2
And I was like,
damn.
I'm not gonna buy 4. I was like,
Season
I'm not
1
gonna
to
buy
4.
if I don't have 2 and 3. Right now, I didn't buy 4. Someone on the bought it. So I bought season 1, and for the purpose of I spent money on it, I will finish season 1 of Lost, and then depending on how much I like the ending of the season, I'll depending on that, I'll go from there. But I will at least finish season 1.
Yeah, okay. Because maybe we'll have a follow-up episode with all 3 of us talking about Lost throughout this podcast.
Yeah, I like the idea of every month we just do a little check-in.
Yeah, longer thing. So if you had to rate it this at least first half, what would you rate it?
I will say I'm very surprised. On IMDb, it's rated very high.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rate it as high as it's rated.
Well, I mean, come on.
I feel like I like it, and I'm into it enough where I'm not I'm gonna stop now. I don't have to watch the stuff. I will finish the first season. I do like the mystery. I like some of the characters. I like Locke. I like Saeed. I like Claire.
Yeah.
Michael and Vincent are funny. I think it's rating. See, I feel like I'm better with tears.
Yeah, tears. All right, Lost here was. Here we go.
Lost tears.
Let's make it happen.
Right now, first 13 episodes.
First 13 episodes.
Maybe F-. No, I think. I don't know. Maybe C+.
All right.
I don't know. It's not really.
So
I wouldn't even have a C+. In the middle, not even a 6. 6 is still fine. 6 is to me 6 is like a D. I don't know, because that's a 60. And I think it's I think it's in the 7 range.
Yeah.
Maybe and anywhere from 6.5 to 7 maybe. So I don't know. It's intriguing, and I'm at least into it. There's been episodes where I don't super care about it too much, but there hasn't been an episode where I've been watching it and I was like, this is bad. This isn't interesting. There hasn't been an episode that I disliked. It's just I feel like I need to I need to learn more.
Yeah, exactly. You got okay, where is this going?
And by the time I finish season 1, I think I'll have a good idea about a rating.
Idea. Yeah. I can't really...
try to rate half of it.
Yeah, I can't really rate it either because seen the whole show, But yeah, I think we got everything out. So here's our segment with Kai. Jump cut.
All right,
Three.
jump cut over. Okay, so
Alright, 3, 2,
yes.
1.
Oh,
Wait.
I'm already doing it, Void.
I'm recording.
I'm already-
Whatever.
Okay,
So.
so jump cut over. So I'm beginning GMs. Do not disturb. Jump cut over. So yesterday you discussed with Frasier that I had to
Lost.
go. So you talked
Yes.
Lost.
Yeah.
And now it's
Basically,
my turn.
we have we kind of have 2 sections on Lost. We kind of have the non-spoiler version. Now we're getting to
somewhat
all of season
non-spoiler.
somehow non-spoiler.
Like,
we
half-
didn't get too
yeah.
much.
Frasier watched
Yeah.
half, which is good for people who haven't seen the show, because then he's not spoiling much, but he's
Yeah,
still
it's
like
a-
giving his thoughts to see if it's like worth watching.
Yeah.
You know? But I watched all
Yeah,
of
it's
season
still
1,
good.
so I have all my.
Yeah,
notes.
you have all your thoughts. All right. I'll say the first question I asked Fraser yesterday. What do you think of the flashbacks?
I added a bit to the story, you know, it was nice, but I feel like they're all right, give or take.
Yeah, okay.
I like how it kept switching like between people and like giving their own like little sections where they all felt like the main character, you know.
Yeah, I really liked how Fraser described it as kind of anthology-like, which I can very much understand that with the flashbacks, especially. But he had a problem of like how he felt like the flashbacks made you care for the character instead of actually seeing the character
Mm.
themselves, which I can kind of see that. I can because yeah, Lost does that a lot. But I feel like the flashbacks is kind of a second story as well. But I love the best flashbacks tie in with the island story like really well.
Hmm.
And I feel like the first like special episode you get in the series is the 4th episode, Locke's episode, the first flashback.
With like the Aboriginal like journey stuff.
Yeah, when he's trying to get
And-
to
oh,
the
and, like,
offshore,
the-
yeah.
Yeah, and like the
Yeah.
box company and like the phone
Yeah,
hotline.
the box here and the twist. He's in a wheelchair.
That surprise
Yeah.
that there was a lot of moments in Lost where like my jaw actually dropped and like I said something audibly out loud, which is not something that
Yeah.
a lot of shows have made me do. Like some of the twists really impressive, and I wasn't expecting Locke to have done that because like they kind of foreshadowed it, but you wouldn't have expected it.
Yeah, you don't know
It's like-
because
he's
in
like
the first,
he's sitting down a lot. He's really surprised after the plane crash, as most people would be, but he's
Yeah.
oddly happy. But like a plane just crashed. Why would he be happy?
yeah, exactly. I feel like the best flashbacks are towards the characters you want to know about, especially Locke
Yeah.
within the first 3 episodes, because he's kind of off. Like, why the hell is this guy so happy after a plane crash? But once you get it, it's like, oh, shit.
Mm.
It's like, of course he would believe in all this. He can walk.
That reminds me, I wanted to know a little bit more about like Boone since he was kind of rude in the beginning. I was like, well, he's like a little bit kind, you know. He might have been a lifeguard, stuff like that. And then we find out his actual backstory. I'm like, I don't want to know about this character anymore. This character is a lot worse than I thought. I wish I just stuck to my ideas of him in my head.
Well, you must have been very happy at the end of the season.
It was a sad death. I'd prefer him over
Yeah.
Charlie though. Charlie
Yeah.
nearly dying. I was fairly convinced that they'd actually do that. I was like, "There's no way they're gonna kill him off," because his growth was incredible. They set all that up, and then they just kill him
Mhm.
off there. I'm like, "Come on!" And then by some
Yeah.
miracle, he lived.
Fake up. Yeah.
I was surprised by how many characters like actually lived. It was
I mean, it's the
like,
first season.
they kept teasing people to die, and like no one was actually like at risk until Boone died, or like the nameless background characters from the flight.
Yeah, the one guy,
Girl who drowned.
Adam. Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just the nameless characters.
Yeah. I'm surprised how they didn't really go too much in detail about like the rest of the flight members. Like at closer to the end, they kind of did with like the guy who was the teacher who was there, and he was like kind of unstable.
God damn it! I should know his name because he's. I love that.
Yeah,
guy
the
so
Les.
much.
I think his name was like Leslie, and I
Not
forgot his last
Leslie.
name.
Well,
well-
Art. His name was Art.
Yeah, but
Something like
Jorge or Huey
Yeah,
kept
Huey.
calling him like Leslie or something. 'Cause his first
Yeah,
name.
something like that.
It's like I thought Leslie was a kicking name.
Just fucking. I'm pretty sure what happened was he was introduced in the previous episode. Next episode, he explodes.
Yeah, that was. I was not expecting that. I was like, oh, this is one of the new
Yeah.
main characters. You know, it's
No,
one of the background characters that they took and set up for the big next arc. You know, but no.
I can just imagine the writers like, okay, so we need a death. Someone needs to explode. How about we introduce this character in this episode so we can kill him off in the next episode?
It's like he was an expert and everything, and he just runs up. He's like, no, don't do that. Do this, and then he blows up, and that like genuinely made me jump because you're not expecting it.
Yeah, exactly. So okay, yeah. What's your just general thoughts on most of the characters?
I liked a lot of them. Charlie was one of my favorites, you know, because his growth was incredible.
Yep.
I wrote that down a lot. I was,
I love Charlie.
I have like quite a few notes that I just like none of these are kind of related. It was just while I was watching the series, I would like write stuff down like that sounds really cool. It's like I'm gonna think about that. So these are probably gonna be like unrelated to other things, but the Korean guy, the guy who plays a lot of other characters, I forget the actor's name, but
Yeah.
he surprised me because I didn't know that he was Johnny Gat from Saints Row. So because that guy voice acts a lot of series. He's not just an actor; he's also a major voice actor, and I wasn't expecting that because he did quite a bit of work.
Did not know that actually.
Yeah, Johnny Gat's like one of my favorite characters from Saints Row too, as most people like him.
Yeah. Well,
And then after that, I also wrote Jack sounds so much like Ryan Reynolds. I kept watching it, I'm like, this guy, he just, when I'm not looking at the screen, like I look away for a moment, I look back, and I'm like hearing his voice, I'm like, that sounds like Ryan Reynolds, you know?
I've never heard that.
Really? He sounds a lot like Ryan Reynolds to me.
Interesting.
I wrote down a few notes on Locke. From March 8th, I think when I was like first watching it, I said Locke went from being like an interesting, mysterious character that might be a villain to being a bit unlikable to being like some cool survivor guy who's like really into like survival stuff. I really liked Locke as a character because he was just some dude, and then like he was just working for a box factory, and then after the flight he became like this cool survivor guy because he had been preparing for the Aboriginal
Yeah,
trip.
exactly. My boy.
Locke.
Finally. Yeah, you goddamn Fraser also likes him, so boom,
Yeah.
and he's my favorite character too, so boom.
And then it got a little bit weird near the end where it was like they're revealing his backstory with like the kidney or whatever and like the other.
Oh yeah, that
his
flashback
dad.
was in season 1. Okay,
Yeah, that was closer to the end. It was so
Okay,
unexpected
yeah.
because they hadn't brought up like the girl he was having like the phone relations with.
yeah.
They didn't bring her up a lot, and I thought he was like kind of a loser when that was happening, but then like later in the series, before he was bald, they like show him without his like kidney or whatever that he donated to his dad, and his dad abandoned him and all that stuff.
Yeah,
It's
stuff
really-
like that.
I feel like they tried to fit so much into his backstory. It was crazy.
Well,
works.
get ready for that.
Oh god, there's more.
we
isn't there?
we have 3 seasons.
That's
you know,
if I
I'm not-
continue watching this.
No,
I
okay,
will.
no,
I
no.
probably will. It's a good
yeah,
series.
probably. But I've watched a lot of like. There's this great kind of video essay series on Lost by Billiam or whatever that has multiple parts covering different seasons behind the scenes, the whole zeitgeist about it. But like when this first aired, like when season 1 finished, ABC's like, we gotta milk this. Can you give us 10 seasons? The writers were like, no, we cannot do 10 seasons of this. So you're gonna see, I feel like in season 2 and season 3 especially, the writers trying to do as much as they can within the flashbacks in order to keep, milking it.
I feel like they did that with season 1 though. I felt like it was really like stretched out more than it should have been because
Yeah, it
it's
was-
like binge-worthy TV. They need you to like back then the ratings and
Yeah.
all that stuff. They wanted
Yeah,
you to
stuff
like
like
come
that.
back every week. But like I even wrote down like it reveals just enough information to keep you going, but then it takes forever to like reveal the mysteries, and it was kind of
Yeah.
annoying with that because it felt like
Well,
it was kind of drawn out.
If I remember correctly, they were like planning to make it like kind of a mini series, like a limited time series, like a 1 season type of thing. of like, okay, let's just do this little thing. If it doesn't go off, it's going to be a niche probably thing, like Twin Peaks or something like that. And it's not going to take off. Then it took off, and it's like, oh we're going to have to actually write this. And I that there's a reason why I much prefer season 4 through 6.
I'm really curious to watch it. Maybe we can do like a
Yeah.
follow-up thing.
Yeah, we could definitely do a
Some point.
follow up. Because Fraser said he's going to finish at least season 1 and to see if he continues.
If you
all
finish
that.
season 1, you're probably gonna be like, I want to watch more because
Yeah.
binge-worthy stuff.
Yeah,
But
like that.
I got so many notes, man.
You got so many notes. Saeed.
Saeed, I didn't write about Saeed surprisingly, but he was a major character that I
he's
liked quite a
very
bit.
major character.
It was very interesting because like at first you think he's just some normal dude, and then they reveal that he was like a former soldier, stuff like that.
Mhm.
I really liked his like
Iraq and
expertise
all
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
But it kind of confused me because he was looking for that one girl from like his soldier past for so long, and that's why he was like in Australia in the first place. And he was doing all like the FBI work, like helping them out. And then I think he was on the flight to California to meet her or something. But
Yes.
and then the plane went down, and then now he's flirting with Boone's sister. And what about the girl in California? I don't get it.
Well, I don't know.
It was kind of random, because that was kind of his whole motivation for the past couple of years. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. But Saeed was an interesting character. It made me really sad when his friend died.
Yeah.
That
was a
scene,
sad
I
episode.
was like, man.
Yeah.
Because I liked his friend a lot. And it was depressing. But,
Yeah, it was pretty depressing.
yeah, and there was no real good wrap-up for Saeed, huh? He got tortured in the beginning from the French lady, and just kept getting worse for him.
Yeah, it just kept getting worse.
Yeah.
Worse.
I'm surprised I didn't write about him.
What do you think of Walt and
Oh, and the dad. Yeah.
yeah.
I was. That had a lot of growth too. I feel like because in the beginning he was kind of a rude person to his son.
Yeah, I remember thinking in the beginning, like, okay, what is this guy's relationship with this kid? Is it his
Yeah.
dad or is it like an uncle?
I had a feeling it was the son, but like I felt like the mom was out of the picture, which is what
like
happened.
a stepfather or something like that?
I felt like you could infer pretty easily in the start of the
Yeah.
series because like they kind of hint at it, and then when they reveal it, it's like yeah, that makes sense because they had been foreshadowing it a little bit, but. Yeah, the guy just didn't know how to be a father. You can't really blame him. He was kind of a rude person sometimes, but he just wasn't prepared for it. He wanted to see
Yeah,
the
he
kid
wasn't
when it was little, but as time went on, he wasn't able to, so he gave up.
Yeah, never able. Yeah.
And then finally he was But I like that he lied on like behalf of the son sometimes. I forgot what it was. Like with the notes and stuff. And like saying that
Yeah.
his dad didn't want him, like the stepfather from before that was married to her mom or his mom. I like that he
yeah.
lied because the guy didn't want Walt, but then like the dad like lied saying that he just couldn't see you or something. I don't remember what he said, but I like
Yeah,
that
it's
he was
something.
like a good father at times, but he was kind of a douche a lot of the other times.
Yeah.
But
Especially.
yeah, it was a good thing because you could see it grow over time, and then near the end, he's very nice. I liked how Locke gave back Vincent. That was really that was just it was a
Yeah,
good
it was-
setup to Locke being a nice dude.
What'd you think of Huey's? I mean, Hurley's flashback episode.
Yeah, his name is I was surprised by that a lot. I was not expecting him to be a millionaire. I wasn't expecting
Exactly.
any of the stuff that was in his
And
backstory.
I
felt really
remember-
bad for him.
Dude, one of my favorite scenes in season 1 I can vividly remember is him like Charlie's like, "Oh, well, what's your deepest darkest
Yeah, I was just going to
secret?"
talk about that. And it was
I'm-
like, I poured my heart out for you, and you're just lying because he said that he was worth
Yeah,
110 million back home.
I love how he says it too. I'm worth $140 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, dickhead.
Yeah, he was so mad at him, and I felt so bad for Hurley. But
Yeah.
Hurley when Hurley went off on his own to like find the French lady, I was like, come on, man. But it all made sense because he was bad luck and stuff.
Yeah, and I really like that sense of like he feels kind of responsible because of his bad luck and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that like he thought the plane went down because of him, and then like all the other bad
Yeah,
things that are happening.
stuff
But
like that.
I feel bad for him, but it's this brings me to another note that I wrote down that I had thought throughout the whole like season, that it's like it keeps getting weirder with all like the mystical stuff, because it's never
Mm,
fully clear that there's something new supernatural going on other than like the trees falling at the start, or like the pilot getting eaten by a creature, but that could like all be attributed to like normal stuff, you know, like that could just be a big animal, that could just be something knocking over the trees like a bulldozer, who knows. um but it's never like, they never confirm that something's supernatural until like the numbers or like stuff like that. I
yeah,
kept
yeah,
saying throughout the whole series, like, there might be something natural, but this could be logical, you know. um
exactly.
like even Locke's legs healing could be chalked up to the fact that like he twisted his spine in a way during the crash that he has like feeling in his legs again. The only thing
Yeah.
supernatural about that is that he doesn't have like total muscle loss after not walking for all those years.
Okay,
Yeah, because
you get one
he should
point.
not have been able to. Okay, my dog's barking in the background. Sorry about that, but Locke should not have been able to stand up after 4 years of not moving his legs. He would have had to gone through extensive
Yeah.
physical therapy to do so. But no, he just gets up immediately and runs over to Jack. So unrealistic. But
Yeah,
there's
it's
like,
definitely a balance of like, is it supernatural or is
yeah,
it just natural? You know?
everything, man. Like, because there was even more that I wrote about. Like the supernatural stuff with like Boone seeing his sister, and then like the monster stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
Locke seeing that. I was like, oh, this is definitely supernatural, because you know his sister dies in the delusion, and then
Yeah,
he
exactly.
sees them, and then I realized Locke used some like paste stuff.
Yeah, some drug paste.
Yeah, so he
on
was
his
drugged,
head.
and like he could have just been, you know, like
Yeah,
imagining it.
that.
Yeah. But then,
Exactly.
and then like moments later, Locke talks about like his nanny Teresa, and Locke shouldn't have known about that, because like Boone, that was from Boone's childhood, unless he talked about it in his
Yeah.
sleep, you know, like he could have been
Yeah.
sleep talking, and then Locke heard it through there. But who knows? It's just everything could be logical.
Yeah, like how does, Locke know when it's going to rain on the island? It's like,
Well,
well, maybe
that could just be
he,
like like some meteorology skills, where he like
maybe,
looks up at the
maybe,
clouds, cumulonimbus over there, you know, stuff like that. But
yeah, stuff like
it's
that.
just it's like always teeter-tottering between like, is this supernatural or is this logical?
Yeah, exactly.
And then there's the polar bear, just a random polar bear on the
He's just
island.
a polar bear.
But think
I
about
love
it. Think
throughout-
about it.
I love throughout the season. There's this kind of running gag of people warning about like, you guys shot a polar bear.
Yeah, it was just randomly brought up.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, polar bear? What polar bear? Because I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's
But-
like a fucking polar bear.
But then I thought, the one thing that I can say is definitively supernatural and has no logical explanation is him seeing the plane go down in his delusion, or like flashback, whatever it was.
Oh,
Locke saw the
yes.
vision of the plane going down, and then he went into the woods and they found that plane.
They found the plane.
And what pissed me off, because Boone died, the whole like conversation on the radio where they say we're also survivors of Flight 815. I was like, I freaked out, because I was like, what does that mean? Is there like an alternate timeline thing going on, or is there like another version of the island and he somehow communicated with them? I don't get it. I'm so curious to find out. But you know, and the thing is, that radio call was heard by no one else, and then Boone
Yeah.
died without being able to tell anybody. It's just
Unable to tell nobody. Yeah, I have to say, Lost is great at cliffhangers. because-
it's kind of annoying though. They're good at it, but it's
little
annoying.
bit. I mean, it's good. It makes me want to keep like, oh, I gotta watch the next episode.
I got really upset with the finale of season 1. I even wrote it down. Like,
Oh,
they open up the hatch and you get like Jack. Yeah.
Dude, imagine waiting a fucking year.
That's what I wrote. I wrote, if I was watching this in the early 2000s before season 2, I would have dropped it right there and then. But right then,
but-
I thank God I can binge the series now, because if it was the early 2000s and I was watching this like weekly or whatever, I would have been so done.
You're like, oh, god damn it. But yeah, I really like the whole sequence of those last episodes of, Boone dying, Locke's faith being shaken,
Mhm.
and him pounding on the hatch like, God, why? Give me a sign, give me something. And then
Yeah.
a bright light comes out. It's like, whoa.
He sees the plane go down.
And then yeah, and then we have the whole sequence of Claire giving birth while Boone's dying, rebirth and all that
It's
kind of stuff.
so interesting.
And then my favorite moment from the finale, if I could. Oh yeah, there was that giant bird that almost attacked her away.
Mm.
And that, but no, they're setting up the dynamite to blow up the hatch, and then like right before Hurley sees the numbers, like, dude, stop,
Yeah.
don't do it, stuff like that, and that camera shot going down the hatch. It's like, what the hell's in there?
I was expecting it to just like be a lot smaller. I didn't think there'd be like a whole ladder, but now I'm so curious, and now I gotta continue to find
Now I
out.
gotta watch the show. Damn it.
But yeah, it was really interesting. And then there was more supernatural stuff with like the baby the one lady was having, and like the what was the psychic who she saw.
Yeah,
But even then, that could have just been like the guy is going insane, but somehow he knew
Yeah.
about the plane crash, so maybe not. I don't know. Supernatural. And then they took
Maybe.
Walt for some reason, but like Walt is
Oh
like
yeah.
I don't know
the
why they took
others.
Walt. It's so interesting. There's so many questions in season 1 that just aren't answered. So if you want to watch the show, you need to have a lot of free time.
Oh yes, there are a lot of questions brought up, and
Very little answered.
yeah, it's like we gotta keep them hooked. That type of thing.
Gotta make you binge.
Gotta make you binge. Gotta binge them all. Gotta binge them all.
Gotta binge 'em.
Another important character, Sawyer.
Oh, he was kind of a douche.
Well, I feel like that's the point of the character.
Yeah, that was not once did I man, he helped out occasionally, but like there wasn't a lot of growth. He was just a rude character who no one should like. I'm just surprised the female, her name is Kate, right? Kate?
Yes, Kate.
Yeah. So I'm surprised she was so into that character cuz it was like he was so rude and unappealing, but I guess they're both criminals, who knows.
Yeah, both criminals. It's that love triangle. Who's
Ooh.
who's Kate gonna get with, Jack or Sawyer? I mean, it's early 2000s, and all the magazines were like, "Who's Kate gonna get with, the bad boy or the good doctor?"
Yeah.
That's
Always go with Jack though. Jack's a good
Well,
character.
actually, it's interesting how Frasier saw it as a love square with Saeed in there as well, which I never did see.
I don't I don't think he got to the part with the one lady,
No.
the sibling. But I got another note. I kept confusing, like every time I heard the name John Locke, I thought of Jameson Locke. It's just
Jameson.
I don't know if you know this character. I'll post an image right now. I'll put it on screen.
Yeah, let me
They
take
have a lot
look.
of similarities. They're both bald, similar names, stuff like that. They
Oh, from Halo 5.
yeah.
Wow.
From Blue Team, I think. Or no, Red Team. I don't know. I don't remember. But, Jameson Locke, John Locke, every time I heard it, I thought of him. Yeah.
Definitely. You know what's a crazy coincidence? So the new Walking Dead spinoff show, right? The Ones Who Live, which is a great spinoff show. If you
No
finish
spoilers.
Walking, no, I'm not going to spoil anything. Well, maybe one actor. All right, I'll give you one actor. But anyway, it's a great spinoff. It's the best Walking Dead spinoff. You should watch it after finishing the main series. But anyway,
Mhm.
so in the first episode, it turns out one of the major players is played by Terry O'Quinn, who plays John Locke.
Oh my god.
Yes, and seeing Andrew Lincoln and John Locke on the same exact screen, dude, that was the best feeling ever. So you have any Furies? Any
No,
predictions?
not really. It's just a lot of questions. It's so random.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Yeah, that is.
But
Yeah.
I will continue watching this series after this month. It was a good this podcast was a good gateway to me watching this.
Yeah, good gateway drugs
Yeah.
to involve my friends in my special interests.
Yeah, story of my life. But
Sure.
I don't think I would have like pursued it as much if not for like the deadline of the end of the month, because then I would like actually binge it. Because I wasn't like too interested in the beginning. Like it was a good like start, you know, like it was really entertaining and all, but just them not answering a whole lot was kind of upsetting me.
Yeah.
So I slowed down for
that.
like a few days. I didn't watch the show, and then I binged it all near the end.
Got through it all.
There's so many
Lose it
characters
all.
that like it's hard to talk about all of them. I can't give my thoughts on all of them. 'Cause I just
Yeah, all
I'm
of 'em.
remembering them as I'm like thinking about the series now. Like the whole backstory with the Korean guy and his wife, son.
Son Kim.
Yeah, Kim. That was
Kim. Yes, that's right. And also that son speaks
English. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yes.
Like at first I was like, yeah, I see why she would want to like hide this from him. And then later on, as more time went on, I'm like, okay, there's some moments where I feel like you should have revealed it. He wouldn't have been too mad if you told him in the beginning, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because like she had a lot of free time learning English. You can't really blame her for that, like since she had so much free time whenever he was at work. Yeah.
But yeah, fun fact about that is that the actor for Kim, he can't speak Korean. During the show, the lady actually had to teach him Korean throughout
I-
the like show.
I
And
I
stuff like
was
that,
I
which
was
is very
wondering
funny.
about that because I didn't know if the guy spoke Korean or not, but he did have
No.
like somewhat of an accent. So I was thinking like you could tell that he speaks English. I felt like I don't know.
Yeah.
I could just be imagining it, but it felt like the actor you could tell he spoke English because he like it wasn't as fluent or I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was good. I thought he was just bilingual. I didn't know that he didn't know Korean. Which
Yeah,
is
he
kind
just
of funny.
didn't know. Yeah, it's very funny.
What's his name? I'm gonna Google it now because he is like a very
Daniel Day Kim.
yeah. He's really talented.
Yeah, he's been in a lot.
I'm pretty sure he was voice acting in Avatar, like in the animated series, before becoming Fire Lord or Ozai.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure he was like background characters and stuff. He did work for it, which is funny. He was in Korra apparently.
Wow. Legend of Korra.
All these series, Hellboy. Dang. I like how like his about page officially lists like all the series, and one of the top ones is Johnny Gat and Saints Row. He has all these series, but they choose that game over some of the other ones, and I like that. Jinsu Kwan. Why'd you call him? Oh, do you call him Kim because of his real like the actor's name?
Yeah, the
Okay.
actual name.
I didn't know. Yeah, Jinsu Kwan. That's his name. He was an interesting character. I felt like they focused on his backstory a bit too much, but
Mm.
they did a good job with it.
Yeah.
All right. What else? What else have we not covered?
I mean, the French woman.
Yeah, she was kind of random. Yeah, bit schizophrenic, deranged.
Deranged, crazy.
Other negative
That's it.
adjectives. She she wasn't very likable. There's not much to say. She was on a
Yeah.
scientist team, which was pretty cool. But then I kept wondering, like, what is the Black Rock? What team is on the island? Like, how are they? Who is coming? Never gets
Hey, at
explained in
least-
season 1.
At least you got the explanation for the Black Walk. It was a ship.
Yeah, I was not expecting that either. They got to the ship, and I thought the Black Rock would just be like a large stretch of land that was just like, kind of like
Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought of Black Sands. I don't know where on Earth that is, but like black sand.
Before it was revealed to be a giant pirate ship with a bunch of dynamite on it. And our explodes.
Yeah, I like everything going on, but it's just stretched. I wanted to find out like at least a little bit by the finale, but
Honestly, yes, because in seasons 4 through 6, the total number of episodes actually gets shorter from
Oh.
like 25 to like 18.
huh. But should we give our rating? Is there anything else you think of discussing? Because I got through most of my notes.
I really can't think of anything from season 1 that we can discuss right now. So no. I guess, I mean, the thing is with me, since watching throughout the entire show, I can't really give like season 1 a fair rating, but like, no, actually, I probably can.
Yeah.
I would give season 1
How
a
about this? You give Lost as a whole your rating, and then you give
Oh,
season
yeah?
1 its own rating.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, when we eventually get to the end of the
Yeah.
series.
Because the recommendation
Um,
was season 1, but
yeah,
you are
season
like
1.
suggesting the series itself.
But yeah, I would give season 1 a 7.6. It's good.
Okay,
It's
what
a
is with
good...
this 0.6 stuff? This is the second rating. Just
What? Yeah, okay, 7.5.
there
I
we
don't know,
go. That makes me happy.
7.6 just feels better.
7.5 official rating. You heard it here.
Whatever. But no, I feel like it's a good start. Like, it's a strong start, but I feel like it gets better.
Hmm.
Like much better. That's how I feel about most season 1s. Of like, it's either like the best thing ever and everything falls off, or it's, a good start. Well, I mean, there's the episode 1 of Yume Mecha, which is fantastic. Okay, never mind.
shit.
Uh,
Bleep that out.
but yeah, 7.6.
Okay. For the whole series?
No, for
Or
season
for
1.
season 1. What was the whole
Yeah.
series? Have you said that?
The whole series? 9.
9
out of 10.
Okay.
Yes.
Pretty good. Okay. Well, I think I agree with your rating of 7.5. Maybe a little lower. Let's go 6.5 for season 1.
Damn, not even a 7.
6.9. Final answer. 6.9.
All right, you win the $1 million. Make sure, folks, keep track at home because all of this will be tallied up in the finale, which
You know
will
what?
be in 5 years.
I think I'd rate it either a 4, an 18, a 15, a 16, a 23, or a 42.
Yeah.
All right. For the next month, the next non-special month, I guess. I suggested Frasier, the renowned anime Blue Period. It's about an artist who finds a love for art even though he had no interest in it before, and I suggested Frasier the anime, so I'm not making him read through the whole series as much as I suggest reading through the whole series because it is one of the most beautiful works I've ever read. It made me cry maybe 2 or 3 times total. Really good. It's on Netflix, Crunchyroll, and other sites. Pretty good. 12 episodes.
Yep. This month, I suggested Kai, Record of Ragnarok, a humanity versus mythical gods as they fight for the survival of humanity, and the many awesome fighting scenes. I would like I'm through my suggestions. I like to show you guys my breadth of what I like. We have Lost, which is, my favorite, character-driven mystery type shows. Now with Record of Ragnarok, fighting, history, mythological gods. 3 things I love. It's just, Record of Ragnarok is just great. I really just love it. Just pure spectacle, and I enjoy the hell out of it.
And you expect me to read all 89 chapters, right?
Yes, 89 chapters.
Okay, is there a minimum? Like, what if I only get to like
Minimum-
40?
At least reach like round 5.
What?
Yeah, there's round.
I could
Well-
easily get to 5.
Yeah, at least that.
That's a
you know,
minimum?
Yeah,
No,
sure.
we saw what happened with Frasier this month. We gotta like, if you said 40, I would have been like, okay, so it's not too much pressure, but I can do it. 'Cause 89
Well-
chapters in a month, that's only 30 days long.
Oh, what I mean by round 5 is like the arc.
Oh, like the 5th fight?
Yeah, the fifth. Yeah, the fifth 5.
I don't know who that is, but I'll.
Yeah, you'll find out.
Okay.
It's like I'm trying to
don't-
keep it hidden because it's very cool to see
Yeah.
who's finding out.
I don't know like a lot of it, but I kept seeing Jack the Ripper in so many like online posts. Like they,
Yeah.
I think everyone loves the Jack the Ripper backstory and stuff. But
Mhm.
okay, so 89 chapters, 5th arc at least, and then I
Yeah,
suggested
Luis
for
finished that.
Frasier Blue Period, which is 12 episodes.
And
And finally, Frasier suggests Void Lego Black Sails 8 episodes to season 1. I don't know.
yeah,
Who cares?
pirates.
I wanted us to have like our like eloquent talking, like I suggest
No.
this series because I like it a lot. I suggest this
We'll
series
do-
because it's such.
Yeah,
And then
we'll
it was
do
just
that,
Fraser
like,
suggests Black
next
Sails.
month. Honestly, yeah, we should probably do that like at the end of each of these episodes. We all get together, then we do our suggestions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But scheduling issues this month, Fraser.
Yeah, we got stuff,
Yeah.
AK Fraser has stuff. But next month we'll this is going to be our proper first episode
Yeah.
next month.
Even though
this
I think
is the pilot.
we were talking a little bit about like doing a special episode next month. So I don't know. This series is just kind of whatever we want it to be.
I mean, yeah, it's our
The base style though, where like we each get one person, but we might include someone else. We might have a guest appearance.
yeah,
Who
maybe
knows?
we'll have guests, see what they would like to suggest to us.
All right.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of the Ultimate Recommendation Podcast. If you'd like to check out the people featured within this podcast, check out the description below. If you want to subscribe to the Spotify,
The Kyers channel.
the Kyers channel, or to the Spotify, probably.
Hopefully,
thing.
I don't know how to do it, but we'll manage.
We'll
Honestly,
have
it's easier on
one
YouTube
other-
because then I can put like images in to explain what we're talking about. But on
yeah,
Spotify, I don't know how
is
that works.
the lesser.
Yeah.
Watch the YouTube version. But yes, I'm excited. Honestly, I'm very excited for this podcast
Get
because I
excited.
feel like we are going to see a variety of stuff. Like already, I mean, we've already had a TV show, manga,
Mhm.
and a comic. So,
Yeah.
and next month,
we have a manga, an anime, and a TV show. This is.
patterns.
I was thinking of taking a different approach with my suggestion this month, but I was like, Blue Period's good. I want someone else to watch it.
Yeah,
I wanted to do a more unique thing. Like I was thinking of like suggesting a video essay or like music, but it's maybe another month.
Hey, this is our first season.
Yeah.
No, we got
Season.
season
All right.
1. Let's see if we get canceled by the networks.
All right.
All right.
Talk to you next time. Goodbye.
See ya.
Kevin Feige hits me again.
Mhm. Now here's the thing, Void. I still haven't watched Treasure Island. They made a movie of it, and I still haven't watched it. But here's my conundrum. So I watched Black Sails, loved Black. One of my favorite shows of all time. Naturally, I should watch the movie. It was a prequel to it. But here's the thing. There's a Muppet Treasure Island. So now I'm left with the choice of do I want to watch Treasure Island first in its glory, or should I have the first adaptation of it be the Muppet Treasure Island?
Yeah, we're going to have a special episode where we're going to watch it, and it's going
Yeah,
to be
that'll be a later.
it's going to be interspliced with Muppet and the actual Treasure Island movie. It's a special edit. But yeah, as a guy who
But yeah,
loves
you're
One
watching.
Piece,
It's
yeah,
8 episodes.
8
Mhm.
episodes. Okay.
Pirates.
Yeah, pirates. Pirates. Have
It's
been on
8
my
episodes, and the episodes are about an hour long.
Mind. Okay. Yeah, I can. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know. It's like those damn posts of like,
Yeah.
can you eat this much food for $1 billion? Who you calling?
Yeah. It's like 3 potatoes.
Yeah, exactly.
You have 3 hours. But yeah.
But yeah, Black Sails.
But
All
yeah,
right.
I'm interested in Blue Period. It sounds like a cool I don't know art. I like that it's like just like I don't know. It's short and it seems like it's about like a grounded interesting thing. So I'm interested. I'm not dreading watching it.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think we got everything out. So here's our segment with Kai. Jump cut.
What's the suggestion for next month?
Oh, Okay. This combines three of my favorite things: history, mythology, and fighting. Record of Ragnarok.
Oh, how many volumes? Or do you want me to
It's about-
watch it, or do you want me to read it?
Read it. Read it. Don't watch it. It's about 89 chapters. I don't know how many volumes, but I mean, I feel like
I'm-
you can do 89 since it's mostly fighting.
Yeah,
honestly.
I like the suggestion because it has been on my watch list for a while. I tried watching the anime, but then I was watching it with someone else and we got distracted and like went to do
Yeah.
other stuff, so we gave up
Oh,
on
butterfly.
it. Genuinely, yeah.
But no, I recommend reading the manga 100% because the art
So it's
is.
completed and it has 89 chapters.
It is not completed yet. It's in
Oh.
the middle of another round.
Okay.
So
Okay, well, it's been on my watch list for a while, and I saw like a little bit of it online. I've seen like tidbits, so it
Yeah.
seems really interesting. Okay, Record of Ragnarok, the manga.
yeah, manga. Try to get 89 chapters. I think you can do it.
I
in a
I
month.
could probably do that in a month, and
Yeah.
since I don't have to juggle it with another series. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll have you announce Frasier's and just send me the recording if you want. 'Cause he's probably not gonna be here tomorrow. It's gonna be the last time talking to him for
Yeah.
like 2 weeks. I'll miss,
Can't wait
miss
what
him.
I cannot wait to see what he suggests to me. I'm curious.
Blue Period. Blue Period is what I'm suggesting him. 12
Oh yeah.
Blue Period's anime, 12 episodes. Void, what if I suggest to you the manga for Blue Period the next month over?
It's just the next month.
Yeah, I make him watch like the easy 12 episodes. I make you read the 60 chapters. It's anime,
Okay.
12 episodes on Netflix and
Linked in the description below. Disney Plus, Hulu.
okay, 12 episodes. Okay, I'm formatting this weird, but yeah, you'll have to tell me what he suggests to you. Oh, you can just tell me tomorrow actually, since we're gonna meet back
Yeah.
up.
We want to meet back up.
Get a good night's rest.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Lost. This has been good.
Yep.
All right,
All right.
signing. Jump cut.
Yep.